Alright. Let me hide this right quick, though. Ugh. Could be why my shit's getting fucked up. Alright. Alright, we're back. I swear, YouTube's new thing with the fucking stream keys is ridiculous. I hate it. Alright, let's get back to this shit. But I'm gonna let y'all, like, some of y'all, let y'all flood in a Oh my god. Oh, I wanted single player Carl to join us, but it's... Oh, if only he had gotten at me earlier. But then again, I think I can weasel him in. Oh, shut up. If you will, we will all... Okay. Shit. Yep. Alright, just hang on a sec, guys. Like I said, I think someone will be joining us for this stream. He talks a lot, so, you know, brace yourselves. Oh, hang on a sec. It'll only be a minute. Plus, this will give you more you guys time to come in. I see the stream has stopped going red, which is a good thing. I hope it doesn't start back up again. Yeah, whatever. Yes, I'll... Damn it. Okay, guys, hang on a sec. Hello, Carl? Carl? Carl?
Or is it still on? Nope, it's on voice activity. What's popping like bubblegum, chat?
Yo, what's up?
Oh shit, you're coming in way robotic.
I cannot... Alright, your thing is going green and I can't hear you. Hang on a sec. Hang on a second. Is it me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you better now.
Oh, God. Thank God. Okay, I had to change some settings. Alright, what's up?
I just got off of work at my new job.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, it was the fastest and biggest come up of my fucking life. I could not work another fucking day. I could not work another fucking day in the C-store that I was at. And not because the job was hard, but because the new boss I had was a mega bitch. And it wasn't just my, it wasn't, and this is the thing though, it wasn't just my opinion. I went to the store that they transferred her from and made sure and asked, they said, nope, she's a bitch. You right. You got it. You got it, Paul.
Oh, okay. So, like, getting into something a little less stressful, I'm going to be talking about like this really bad Cuties review. So,
less stressful. Okay. All right. We just get myself ready for torture.
We're going to have to start from the beginning, guys. Fuck. But, you know...
Fucking hello. Just... just fucking fall on my knees and ready to cry. I
I think it's
don't know.
yeah,
I, I don't know if you saw my live tweets. I know you saw the one with my face in it.
yeah,
The 2 minutes and 2 seconds of rage and wrath to confusion to bewilderment to bargaining and then immediate torment. There was no sadness, just pain.
yeah.
But
When I was,
I made two
well, go ahead.
I made two different reviews of this film, if you want to call them reviews, more like half structured rants because my brain was still discombobulated.
Hmm.
Even getting into detail with this film. Oh shit! I can feel my thighs locking up right now.
Yeah, I remember
You
when
go
I,
ahead.
yeah, I remember when I watched the movie and my face was like slowly getting sucked into my head, like I sucked on a really powerful lemon, just like oh, just total discomfort. Like my face almost turned into a fucking butthole. Like that's how sucked in it was just watching this shit.
Uh, I'd want to say that that was my personal experience because see, I was a dumbass, and I'm like,
Hmm.
no, I need to rewatch certain scenes to make sure that I can see it from whatever fucking angle of thought I thought I was gonna come from. So I turned an hour and 30 minutes into how fucking long was that shit? Close to 4 hours of pain, and like I have the audio from all 4 hours because my computer's still shit.
Hmm.
That's what the new job will help fix. But somebody else recorded the audio for me. Oh my lord. I was trying to crack jokes to hide the pain, but there are just some scenes, especially one's particular. The entirety of everyone that was watching in our 10-man party was just going, no, 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 no. Because it was like that, right? Like it started with like, no, 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 bitch, no, you don't you fucking do it. Oh, you nasty trick. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, you're wretched. And then it's like, wait, wait, it's over. It's like, no, she's pulling out her pants. I can't, I cannot believe. Not only does that scene exist, but that is not even the worst scene in the film. And
Yeah.
then watching the reviews. I think I stopped when I heard Vosh's opinion, his
Hmm.
horrible, horrible, horrible opinion. But it went Vosh, and then Sean, and then uh, Jack, Saint, the lacking brain cell Saint, and
Hmm.
then the fucking that one guy, the not the other people have been like defending it and shit, not the Young Turks, because I saw that literally on my lunch break today. But it's that one dude that everybody was like he was like, oh no, when a thing happened involving that shooting, I think happened at Virginia Tech or something, I forgot
Hmm.
what it was, I just know it was street killing. He was that guy that said, oh no, I understand how that guy could have shot all those people. That dude, I saw his and Vito. I watched that one in real time. Just
I think
one of
some
them.
I think some of these motherfuckers feign psychopathy or like or just pederast tendencies just for clicks nowadays. Like some of them, not all of them.
See, in Vito's case, I think he's the only person who probably in deep interest did what what's his fucking name? Mother's Basement, Jeff does, where he has that little trigger behind his ear that allows him to immensely give a shit about whatever the fuck he is talking about.
Yeah.
Vito was the only one I could ever make an argument for. He's like, no, he agreed because it was his friend, but then he thought about it and he's like, well, shit. Put the armor on. I gotta do my job as a member of the Dirt Bag Left. Just gotta come on, guys. It's not that bad.
Oh, okay, okay. Did you click on the watch together link?
I think you sent me the. Oh, here we go. You
Yeah.
just sent me the first. I was waiting for the watch together, and I think there are people in your chat asking what is Carl's YouTube name. It is Single Player Carl.
Yes.
There we go. I am here, baby. All ready to go, miss.
All right, let's do this. Get over with this rip.
This may be the hardest review.
How did the director allow it to be advertised the way that it was advertised? You back.
Swear to God.
Don't
We
you
have to
die on me,
change
bitch.
internet providers.
Yes, you do.
So fucked up.
See, I have the good internet. Shit.
Wait, I can't hear you. Hang on a second. I hate this
I
shit!
accidentally left my sound on my video. See, I have the good internet, but have the shit computer.
As soon as we start talking about this movie, the internet just is like, nope.
It doesn't want to let black people win, Jay. It's a part of the YouTube conspiracy. Oh, where did it even cut? I think it cut me off at the way it was advertised. Chat saying that the mic is low, or is my mic low? Yeah, they're saying it's your mic. Everything working out? I think they're still saying that it's the volume.
Oh, I think I fixed it. I think it's fine now. Damn it. Oh.
Yeah, they can hear me. Can we hear Jay? Chat is Jay good?
The fuck? Like I said, as soon as we start talking about this movie, my fucking internet service is like, nope.
Mm-hmm.
You can't talk about this cursed movie.
I have that sometimes, but it's only when the fucking neighbor's kid tries to backdoor my internet so you can watch porn. I know it was that, because one day he just walks up to my window and starts knocking. And he's like, "Excuse me, Mr. Carlisle, can I borrow your internet, your password, please?" And I'm like, "What? My mom blocked my Wi-Fi access from my iPad, and I do some homework. Yeah, homework." And he added the yeah. And so I like, "Here, you can use my guest connection." And it pulls up, and I look at what he's looking at. 50 tabs to Pornhub. Just 50 tabs to Pornhub.
Oh.
Kids these days.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Okay.
It wasn't like 50 tabs is the same shit too either. No, this was a connoisseur. Everything from Asians to cream pie. But where the fuck did he even cut me off in the middle of my roast? The way it was advertised?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I just don't get what the fuck it is. I don't know if it was the way it was advertised. I don't know if it was that her entire point, and that I've seen this take going around. I think this was Jack's take, which was, the fact that she was able to sexualize the kids like that, that's the point. That's the message. Don't you get that, Tud?
It's like the message is fucking irrelevant. Like, how can you not fucking understand? It's hypocritical. We're gonna sell. It's like when female rappers try to push that feminism shit. Like, I don't like it when men sexualize me, and then they get on fucking stage and shake their asses like garbage bags filled with fucking lard. And say, no, we're marketing the same exact thing that men like back to them. Like, but it's us, so it's fine.
I came up and I did it right. I came from the bottom, now we here. And it's like, Cardi B was originally a stripper that was running game on men for money, drugging them and holding them at ransom for the bag. And then you hear that at the same time, and next thing you know, big up on the marquee in bright, shining fucking lights. I don't even remember everybody that was in this. I know Lizzo was in it. I know Lily Reinhart was in it, only because I have a guilty pleasure with Riverdale. We're going to talk about that one later. But fucking, what the fuck was it called? Oh my God.
Hustlers.
Hustlers, yes. And who guest stars but as another stripper in this fucking club where they're doing the exact thing that she fucking did? Cardi fucking B! It's like a sick joke. It's like a sick joke.
All right, yeah, let's get back into this before my internet goes bullshit again.
Yes.
But also poignant, daring, thoughtful, well executed.
No, it is not. It's not.
Sasha said, "Well executed, bitch. Come here. Give me your stuff. I need it." How dare you? How fucking dare you?
Because this movie is basically just like a collection of edgy scenes with kids being raunchy, and that's about it. And then it's like, we'll sprinkle in like a little Islamic fucking tradition in there, and she's oppressed, whatever, you know. But it's mostly that. And it's like there's no glue holding the plot together. It's just like there's no nuance. It's just like, oh, are you freaked out yet? Are you fucking freaked out yet? That's the whole movie.
Oh shit! My fucking abdomen's giving me a full body workout. Okay. Fuck. All right, I have to push back a little bit. There is a story, but it is so badly executed that, like I was saying, this film would work better as a horror film. Because, from beginning to end, the character Ami and this cast that she's with, because it's not just 4 girls, it's 5. The 4th one kind of like gets pushed out of the film, literally gets pushed out of the film. But the 5th character kind of gets pushed out of the film by the lead, and from beginning to end, it's supposed to be a story of Ami. She has a whole name, but it's something like Amidala something, fucking Amnadala, some shit. And this is fucked up because here I am talking shit, and I got a French ass fucking name. But from beginning to end, the main character it's like she's being pulled along by the supposed invisible hand of the patriarchy. From fucking scene 1, where her family moves into this. I wouldn't even say it's a French slum. It doesn't look like a French slum. It just looks like
a nice enough neighborhood. It looks like a nice enough neighborhood.
I've seen streets like that. I've been there in my home country. Not recently. They've been burning down my cathedrals and whatnot. You know. But the area they're in, it's not like it's a slum. It's like built up, like really nice gentrified-ish historical areas of housing districts. Just a big ass housing district where you just have a whole bunch of people together. It's pretty decent, actually. There's like a whole bunch of them, especially if you're living with people of the same religion, because they'll have entire building sections where it's just everyone has the same religion. It's not just for Muslims. They have that for Catholics. They have that for a bunch of other denominations. And there are some people in there where it's just like they don't fucking care because it's decent. But she goes from either moving in to this place or coming back from somewhere with her mother. And from scene 1, where all of the women are together in Islamic deliberation, discussing that the devil is in the scantily clad woman. Amy's first action is to take some prayer beads that a woman left behind on the ground And throughout this film, along with a lot of shoplifting, or well, I know not even just shoplifting, just theft, just general theft. Amy is pulled along by the invisible hand of algorithmic memory TV misogyny to do the worst of the worst hoochie mama is shit.
Yeah, and it's like,
And
what is like what concerns me is like the escalation, because usually like one thing, like, okay, we got the sexy dancing, that's part one. And then like, and
Yes.
that's level one. And the level, so level 2 is her doing the sexy dancing, and level 3 is sexier dancing. Level 4 is like, as a result of that sexy dancing, which she gets a lot of negative male attention or whatever, female attention. But like, okay, she does get negative female attention because she gets in some random fight with some girl. Okay, fine, whatever. But then all the guys that it's like they set themselves up to be abused in some way or to get preyed upon, and it just doesn't happen ever. It's like,
Yes.
oh, we're catfishing, we're on the web with grown-up boys, but they always tell them to go fuck off. Except for that one security guard, but I guess we'll get to that later. But like,
oh, that's security guard. Oh my god.
I mean, they put themselves in so much danger, and it's like in the real world, escalation.
In the
like,
real world,
it's just constant escalation. It's not just like, okay, first I'm sexy dancing, then next week I'm filming my pussy and then putting it on Instagram. How did you get from A to D so quickly? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay. All right, let's get back to this.
Yes.
The best
Yes,
film
I agree.
I've seen in 2020.
Oh wait, really, Ryan?
Executed,
You're gonna.
and dare I say, the best film
That is
I've
the
seen
ending scene from the
in
film.
2020.
Yeah. But did you hear what he said?
Yes, I did.
Dare I say,
Wait, Ryan.
the best
Yeah.
film I've seen in 2020.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, I honestly mean that.
No, you don't.
You'll have a
No, you
knee-jerk
don't.
reaction
Please
to
don't.
such a
No,
bold
please.
statement.
No.
Frankly, I
No.
don't blame you. I get the backlash towards the film and why it rubs people the wrong way.
No, you don't,
It
bitch.
rubbed me the
No,
wrong
no, you
way
don't.
when I first saw the poster too. I mean, a film about a bunch of 11-year-olds dressed provocatively and dancing sexually? What adult in their right mind wouldn't be appalled by such a premise?
You.
If that was the case, then everyone is right to hate Cuties. But it isn't. And therein lies the biggest problem with this backlash.
That character
It's
still
based
looks
on a
31 in the
lie.
face. I don't
Am
care what
denying
anybody
that the
fucking tells
film
me.
Has those elements? Absolutely not.
Also,
They're
interesting
in
and
there,
clever
and they
usage of censorship there, mister.
are extremely hard to watch. But it's not what the film is about. It's part of the film. but
No,
not the-
that is what the fucking film is about. What are you
If
talking
it's in
about?
if it's in the film, it is a part of the film. And considering this film is about the sexualization, if what's in the scene is sexualization, ta-da, there it is.
Their premise. So instead of doing a regular review condemning people for hating the movie without seeing it, or being an out-of-touch critic that scoffs at the mainstream audience for just not getting
wait,
it,
oh, whoa, wait a minute, what the fuck? Why is Jeremy Jones in there? No,
See,
bad reviewer.
I think he was trying to, I think he was trying to do like a reaction type thing to go with his like his little joke, but like his editing narrative, like his narrative editing isn't good. So you just think, oh, is he talking about Jeremy Johns right now? He's not good at putting shit together.
Oh
So he-
my lord. Okay, so if his first off, the first thing he said that made me lift my eyebrows was, am I gonna do a regular review where I just condemn people for not having seen the film? Okay, listen. In most cases, which is a very clear point, if anybody here is aware of their lore with EFAP and cinema scenes, it is necessary, if you're going to critique something, to see the source material in its entirety so that you may be able to know what the fuck you are talking about. However, considering how this film was marketed by the home company, there is no fucking way anyone can make the argument, oh, you need to watch the film in order to be able to talk shit about it. You're right. If I want to be explicit in exactly why you're fucking wrong, I do need to do that. But I saw sexualized children, and my brain said no. So go fuck yourself.
Yeah, this
and
like this isn't just like any movie. It's like specifically this movie should not exist for the sole fact that kids are being exploited, and like this movie would be banned in every other country if it wasn't on Netflix. If it came out in theaters. If it came out in theaters, like, this movie would have no chance. But it's Netflix and all that bullshit, and they did the little virtue signaling thing. Like, planting those little seeds in people's minds. So, of course, whatever. But it's, like, when people see, oh, there's gonna be kids in here, they're gonna be half-naked, twerking, they're gonna be doing a lot of adult things. And people are gonna be like, no, fuck that. It's not like a fucking... It's not like some other movie, like some action, or like the latest Marvel movie. When you look at the trailer, like, I don't know, this looks boring as hell. And then... Like, all right, fuck it. Before I start talking shit about this movie, let me go see it. It's not like that because, like I said, the sole, like, child sexualization alone is just like, no, I can't watch this shit. Ugh.
I want to level.
Yes.
I
Hold on.
want to show
I got some more shit to say. Hold on. I just thought of some more shit to say. This is important because this is very important actually with this. Two things. Number one, I know exactly why some people make that take where they're like, oh, you have to watch the thing because it's 1A, 1B, and then 2A, 2B. The 1A is that because it's a streaming platform, it's the newest shit on the block. Everybody's talking about it. You got to see it, bro. You gotta consume the content. But no, because reasons already explained. But then 1B, this is a problem with Netflix. Because, like I mentioned with the censorship of the Qatari Crown, with that show by that one dude that no longer has a show, along with Michelle Wolf, another unfunny fucking comedian. The censorship from outside sources affecting Netflix led Netflix to make a archive of takes that I have right here. I can send it to you because it's on my video. Hold on, I gotta open my shit up on the side. And it is a archive of a article that basically is Netflix saying, we take no responsibility for this shit. We don't give a shit. Fuck all y'all. We're just gonna make shit. The exact take, and it doesn't work on my browser because it's a link. The fucking person who runs the archive.today backend is currently having a shit fest at Brave users trying to pump them for money. The makers of Brave for money. But it's an archive that says that we as Netflix are not a business, we are not speaking truth to power. We are in the entertainment business, which is their blank check to carte blanche say, look, you want to have shows like Cursed? You want to have shows like with reruns of The Get Down? You want to have what originally was here but now canceled Marvel fucking Defenders level content? You want to have fucking... what was that fucking superhero film with the female actress from It? I forget the actual name of it, but it's
This Is Not Okay or some shit. I don't know. It was some
yes, that, and then like Glow and Stranger Things and a whole bunch of the K dramas, J dramas, and C dramas that I watch the shit out of. All of that can only exist in the same nebulous space as work in that standard. They at least have either the understanding and caveat that you're an adult and you're buying this and it's going straight to you so kids can't see this, or having a standards and practice department so that you have an edited version of the film if it's got something in it. You know, take out the swear words, cover up the nipple, fucking eyes wide shut, body shadow out the sex scenes so that people can't see shit. You got to do those things. And then all of these streaming services, they're like, nah, fuck it. Fuck it. We out here, bitch. You don't see these nuts? You pay to see these nuts. What you mean? You ready? You ready? And that's what happened with Cuties, right? But on the other hand, The other problem that goes with that, the 2A and the 2B. In caveat with 1A and 1B, 2A and 2B is very, very specific to the fact that this was something that was pipelined through the fucking festivals. Shit like that. That's how we got Private Shopper. That Kirsten Dunst, not Kirsten Dunst, Kirsten Stewart. Kristen
Yeah.
Stewart. Gotta remember my Kirstens from my Kirstens. That Kristen Stewart made, where she went topless, right? It sounds like it's like some goody feel good film, but actually it's an actual horror film.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, Cuties is marketed as something that can only be understood, in that philosophical, wide-eyed lens, third-eye fucking perspective from something like Gaspar Noé, actual French films. And the comparisons there, and this is very important because it's actually hilarious, the comparisons between the two films I'm about to mention. There is technically two of them. Three, if you really count Gaspar Noé as a director, because he's French. He makes shit all the goddamn time. Into the Void is my fucking jam. In his most recent film that he's released, unless he released another one, Mayhem, because there's another one called Love, and that film literally opens with a sex scene. But in a film like Mayhem, and then another film that's not his, the French title is La Vie d'Adèle, but the normal title that I think everybody else recognizes, because this is where that Bond girl from the later Bond editions and like Skyfall and Spectre came from, was headed by Adele Exarchopoulos, if I'm saying that last name right, and Lea Seydoux in Blue is the Warmest Color.
Yeah.
Both of those films deal with certain scenarios comparable to Mignonis. That's how you say that, by the way. Mignonis. La Vie d'Adèle is the life story of Adele going through the romance of her lesbian partner. Starts out with her meeting her in school, and then into them having their sexual escapades in their adult life and in their entire coupling, and then the cheating that Adele does on the main character. I can't remember her name right now. The main character, or not the main character, the side character of the protagonist, the Leia's character, and then her breaking up with her, and then her dealing with the fallout and realizing her sexuality and femininity and all that shit. And then you have Mayhem, which is a film that was shot with an entire troupe of dancers and that lead woman from the Mummies remake. That bitch. And that was filmed in an entire night with all of those French dancers just partying and raving out somewhere in a hostel dance club. And they put together a film with like shit and points and whatnot. Entire plot points. This is a really good film to watch if you just like really want to see something that will trip you out and you're not into watching Into the Void, because that will trip somebody out. This entire film has a whole bunch of plot points, but in one of them, you've got a kid getting locked in a closet because somebody spikes the punch bowl at at this impromptu dance rave that they're canonically having in the film universe. They all start fucking tripping out because they're supposed to be getting together to do a thing with their lead troupe director, and she has a kid, and the kid's there, and the kid drinks the punch bowl too, along with everybody else, and everybody starts tripping. Whole bunch of shit happens. There's plot lines where a brother is it's alluded to and then outright fucking probably implied that he's been stripping his sister. You've got a girl who possibly potentially could be pregnant who gets bullied by people. You've got this black guy, because it starts off in an interview process and then this shit happens. You got a black guy like talking amongst themselves, where you got a gay guy that wants to fuck a whole bunch of people, and you got a one specific black guy that's trying to fuck one specific female dancer. A whole bunch of shit happening on screen. And the key thing between these three things, because I'm sure people are like, get to the fucking point, Carl!
Yes.
The point is, you got sexualization in Mignonis. You got sexualization and extreme levels of cope, I'll say, in Mayhem. And you got a whole bunch of lesbian, a whole bunch of lesbian, in Blue is the Warmest Color. The reason why mayhem works and the reason why blue is the warmest color works is because one is the story of a girl literally living her life. That's why it's called the life of Adele. And then in the other one, in Mayhem, the entire idea of the film is basically it's like a whodunit. Who spiked the punch bowl to make the shit happen? And at the end of the film, it lets you know who did. But it's basically shit happens and you watch the shit that breaks down, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the film, because this is the reason why I'm mentioning it, in the film, the kid who's locked into this room for his safety, it starts fucking around with the power box.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you infer what happens, but at no time do you see small child touch part. You back? You good? You good? You back? We good? Holler if you hear me, baby. Is everything okay? I don't know what happened. We're back. Okay, we're good. Chat, I am not autistic. Stop it. I just need to be explicit with what I'm saying because I'm making a point.
Oh.
Here you are. Okay, where did it cut me off this time? I have no clue. But I was at the end of my point there. I was just wrapping it up. Yeah, are you hearing me? Is something wrong with my mic? Hold on. Can you hear me now? It's fortunate. Yeah, it's fortunate. Yes. Shit, Christ. I need to stop killing this stream. My roasts are doing it, and I am not autistic, chat. You take that fucking back. But I was at the end of my point there. I was just blanking on the fucking name for the director of The Shining. Oh, but the point I was making, all three of these French films, the two that are not horrible, were made and had a focus on protecting their actors and specifically in protecting their child actors. And even in American films, you protect your child actors. You protect them from dangerous shit on set. You protect their psyche. You protect their state of being. And you prep them for what needs to be done. What was the fucking name of that law that they made for that guy? He was the original Uncle Fester for the Addams Family. And he was abused on the set for a film or something. Shit, I don't know, but he started crying so that he could do the scene. And you're back again. The internet's going down again.
Yeah, this is getting fucking irritating.
Protect
my page first, because I'm sure I'm completely disconnected from you right now.
I hope not. We're at 2:34.
Way to look at
All right.
Cuties, to approach it differently. So, if you'll indulge me for a couple minutes or quite a few minutes, I'd like to break down the true intent with Cuties and why I believe it's a great film.
Is
The
troll?
backlash towards Cuties is entirely Netflix's fault and no one else's. It was
Yes.
terribly and poorly marketed.
Yes.
It's almost exactly like what happened to the film Drive.
It's not even comparable. Nowhere near comparable. It's not the same shit. decided to talk about this review.
I have nothing
All right. All right, come on. We gotta keep going.
I'm good.
Coincidentally, the marketing team or even the studio itself created a trailer that paints the film in a certain way to appeal to a wide audience, but doesn't properly
Of
convey the
pedophiles.
film's true nature. With Drive, they made it seem like a high-octane action thriller, when in actuality, it's a slow burn, introspective drama thriller with some action. And here with Cuties, they made it seem like a quirky, upbeat drama about 5 quote-unquote friends that dance their way to fame, and the poster they released with the film only further supports this notion.
Alright, hold on. Pause for a
nothing
second.
like that.
Rewind for a second and pause. I just want to make sure everybody sees what I see, so I'm not crazy. All right. All right. So starting from the left, because they don't have the big girl in here, and her name is Yasmin.
Mm-hmm.
You got Angelica, Ami, Jess, and then the girl that we can't see that's trying to hit the back pop. That is, what was her fucking name? Kunin something. Starts with a C. But Angelica, does she not look like she's fucking 31 and drinks yerba kombucha? This has been tripping me out since the first time I saw this fucking poster. Because it's worse with the glasses on.
Huh?
It's just I don't know what it is.
And then,
You back?
Yeah.
See, everybody keeps blaming me. I didn't even do anything at the time. My mouth wasn't even moving.
Oh, it's my stupid fucking internet. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with it. Like I said, it could be that maybe YouTube's trying to shut me down. Talking about this stupid movie.
Maybe. That or they agree and they're saying Charlie should shut the fuck up too. I don't know which one. Let's go with the funniest idea. Why not both? Where did it disconnect you at?
Fuck. Jesus Christ. No. Gotta go all the way back. I think that's
disconnected you before.
excuse or a way to
Right,
defend
yeah.
the film from any
I think it's like
criticism.
right here is where I got cut off at.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Because oh boy, does he say some bullshit in here?
The film is clearly a commentary on how society is today in 2 major ways that are actually connected. The over-sexualization of adolescence is the obvious one, but the not-so-obvious one is the state of parenting. In the film, we learn and see the family lives of 3 of the 5 cutie girls. Amy has a mother that is dealing with her own problems and so is not involved in her daughter's life. She has an auntie that is ultra conservative and follows the old ways to the book and really doesn't care to learn about Amy or kind of bond with her or to understand what she's going through. And she has a father that's somewhere else marrying another woman. He's just not there for her in any way, shape, or form in the film.
All right,
Angelica,
okay.
Amy's
Right
only
here,
friend-
pause. Okay, so 2 things he just said was a fucking blatant lie, and the last one was a half-truth.
Yeah.
Inside of Amy's home, her mother is fucking bawling her eyes out because her husband has married another woman and is officially having the wedding in France when he gets back. That is what's happening at the end of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother she's ripping out of her brains because not only does she have to call all of the family and let them know that she is that she's informing them that there's going to be another wife,
Mm-hmm.
but also dealing with Amy's bullshit and trying to block it out and just let the auntie take care of it because the auntie tries to take over on basically watching over her directly and making sure she doesn't get in any knuckleheaded trouble. The auntie, yes, she does refer to, and I don't know why the fuck he decided to go with the word conservative, Muslim. Say Muslim. Muslim.
Yeah, that's even how Netflix described it. I'm like, is it really conservative to have 2 wives? Is it? You know what I'm saying?
Only if you call it with a side phone. But no, the auntie she does indeed represent Islam's rule of of being right about women. She 100% tries to back that up throughout this film. Because honestly, in this film, if anything else, the strongest thing this film is telling you is this film is right about women. But no, the auntie is there to try and take care of the things and to make sure that Amy learns her fucking responsibilities as a woman in an Islamic household, which includes a bunch of shit that happens to this film. But the most key things was one, cooking, and then two, learning to obey, obedience, listening to authority figures, things that she fails at. And then lastly, her father's not in the country because he is out meeting and now bringing back the wife that will then be there in, like, I think it was a scene and a half in the film. Because literally you don't ever see her physically as a character. She's just there under the white veil. You hear her spoken about through the mother, you hear her spoken about through the auntie, and technically you do hear the father over the phone in a scene where she literally throws the phone out of the fucking window when she says, "Here, it is your father. Talk to him." And she just drops the shit on the street and you hear the fucking phone clang. The mother is distant because she's emotionally ruined by the fact that he's taking another wife. And it comes to a head in the best scene of the film where she beats her ass with the touchlock. And she voices that she's tired because the way that her mom sees it is that he's marrying another woman because Amy's now being disobedient. Because she starts doing all this shit all at the same time as she's getting her period, which is a scene that happens in that film that made me think this is a horror film because it just shows up out of nowhere. It's unexplained. There's no reason for it there, and then only after the shit happens.
I mean,
that we're like,
you just described like a period, basically. It comes up out of nowhere. Unexplained, doesn't need to be there.
Yeah. And like, the auntie is introduced because Amy's under the bed when the scene happens. Well, technically she meets her properly, but then the discussion is had between the mother and the auntie, where the auntie is telling her, "No, you need to call the family. This is what you must do. This is your job as the wife. You have to tell everybody that your husband is fucking this woman, that he is tapping it from the back like a Bangladesh sister." Right? Her entire job is to basically keep them on the fucking straight and narrow under Islam by all the rules of Sharia that go with it. And that's fine. Actually, that's the most accurate thing in this film. It doesn't do any of the, I'm gonna use this very politely, towel head imagery that we've had in the 90s, right? With people with the only idea that they have of those who may be Muslim and even Sikh because they're not the same, or Indian, it either being Apu, which is hilarious, or it being the just indiscriminate person of the sand hills that commits the acts of terror, right? None of that's happening. It's actually a very solemn, very direct, exact view of what it would be like inside of an Islamic household that follows Sunni and Shiite beliefs, not Wahhabi. But that's good. That is a good thing that this film does. So actually one of the best things in it, if I had to actually give it praise. But all that shit that he just said is a fucking lie. And it happens on screen, and it is some of the better scenes. That there's no way that you could have come away with that interpretation unless you were just squinting. I don't know where the fuck that came from. It's so weird because those are the most defined scenes that define Emmy's character. Her thievery, her disobedience to authority and trying to get around authority, and her trying to curtail punishment and chase what she wants. It's like I said, in this film, she is possessed by the soul of Hoochie Mama Hold'em. And it is while the shit's happening that the aunt's like, "Well, why are you doing this?" Honestly, I'm surprised that the aunt didn't fucking beat her ass. Only because she was so fucking old.
Yeah, it's like, who the fuck is watching these kids? Like, where's the auntie going during the fucking day where she can't watch these kids?
On one hand, there's a scene that's part of the cooking scene where, like, Amy just fucking jets to try and make it to this recital dance fucking judgment for so that they can get into the final dance number in the contest that's happening. And she just fucking puts the food bowl down when they're trying to carry it around where the fuck they're trying to go, and she just puts it down and just takes off while her little brother's there with the aunt. And I'm like, okay, all right, okay, cool, I get that. That's cool. She just waited till she was outside and she bolted. But then, like, in this big household, I'm assuming only because one of the characters who she steals from also, because that's another thing that happens, the thievery that she does. She goes from stealing the prayer beads to stealing her cousin's phone and lies to his face. Apparently, the scene's not there, but there was some period of time, because it's always showing a period of time, between her stealing the phone and then some period of time we don't see on camera, and then when it's brought up when he catches her with the phone, like, you said that's my phone. You said it was gone. We looked for it together. So it's like you stole a phone, you lied to him, and then you've been using it all this time. So there's people in there. It's not just that, because it's a whole family to get together. You know, right? It's like a family reunion. Everybody's there for the wedding. So there's people in there to watch her and watch over her, like him and other male family members. We just never see them. That's the one thing this film lacks: men. Any man, anywhere. And every time a man's on screen, it is the only time she's told to stop doing the host shit. Only time. Except that one security guard.
Guess what I'm saying? Like, this movie seems like strangely in favor of, like, the household. Like, the supposed oppressive household she comes from. Like, the only one really getting... Because it seems like the two kids have basically the most normal childhood. Like, it's a normal childhood. Like, the only one who's really going through some shit is the mom, because she's got to deal with her fucking hoe-ass husband marrying bitches across, like picking up fucking wives overseas and bringing them back home where they can shack up at her house. Like, so it's like she's the only one really going through anything. I mean, Ami is kind of also, because she has to deal with her dad's gone and then he's coming back with another wife like that. But like, show me when they put her through some shit that oppresses her, that makes her really attach herself to these moronic bully ass girls. Show me that. Because it doesn't make any sense. Because it seems like, because in that first scene she was in with the headscarf, the first like the meeting with her, like, in the moms and shit, it seemed like she was just bored. Not that she was like, oh my god, oh, this is horrible, I don't want to. No, she just seemed bored, like a bored kid in church. Like, I gotta get out of here, gotta get out of these fucking church clothes, go play. But she doesn't seem like she is disenfranchised at all. That's what makes all the escalation completely ridiculous. Because it's like, how'd you go from sexy dancing to, like, photographing your vagina and all this shit? She's just jumping through hoops. Like, she's jumping to, like, hoop 1 to hoop 24, and it's like, all it is that she's really going through is her father is basically cheating and not paying attention to her. That's essentially what it is, without her understanding of the religion and the traditions, because she doesn't have an understanding of it. She doesn't really get it. It's just like, her father is away and hoeing. That's it. That's what she's going through.
It's like, I feel like there's 30 minutes missing from this film where we see more escalation, because I'm still trying to figure out, even now, how did we get from stealing prayer beads to trying to blackmail your cousin for demanding you give him his shit back
and stripping for him, and trying to strip for him.
Ooh, it is worse. It wasn't even just trying to strip. The way that it was like she was trying to seduce him. But yeah, how did you go from stealing prayer beads to taking a picture of your booter?
And it was like directly after that scene. It didn't make any sense. Why? It's like she's addicted. Like, as soon as someone tells her what to do, or like there's some kind of like obstacle in her way, she's like, I gotta do something fucking hoey right now. I gotta do some hoe shit to cleanse.
Yes.
Cleanse the oppression of me.
And then she has the deadest fucking eyes while it's happening and while it's being scolded for what happens. Ew, Jesus. Ew.
Yeah, it doesn't make
Those
any
eyes are
fucking
gonna haunt me
sense.
forever.
Yeah, I
It's
feel
gonna
like
haunt me for fucking years.
I definitely agree with what you said about this movie missing like 30 minutes because the ending, the third act is so rushed. It's like, well, let's just go through as much as we can, but there's no like usually in a movie like that because like a similar movie with similar themes is like the movie 13. You heard of that? Yeah. So and like throughout the whole movie, like it's basically the same shit. The mother is going through a lot. She's got her own shit going on. But in this one, but in 13, she's like a recovering addict. She's bringing a new man in the house who's also recovering from an addiction. And and she's got the daughter. She's got a daughter and a son, just like in this movie. But like the ages are different, but still. And the daughter's a cutter. Like she's got her own problems starting out. It's not like with Ami where she seems like normal, like just a normal kid with a normal childhood. The kid in 13 is like, oh, she's already got problems. She's already got an absentee father. The father been gone. The father been gone. And she's cutting herself and all this shit. But she doesn't do it that much. It ramps up later on in the film because, her behavior gets worse. But it's like, yeah, it's the same themes. But throughout the whole movie, the mother is there. She does care. She's trying to be there, like trying to juggle doing side jobs and shit, trying to keep the fucking bills paid. And she's like you can tell like the mother is juggling all of this shit, especially like the ex-husband, and trying to juggle like you come and see your fucking kids, motherfucker. I can't do this by myself. I gotta juggle all this shit. These kids need you. What the fuck? And she she's always very present despite all of this, and that's what makes you feel for the mom. That she can't, and plus that she's dying inside because she cannot reach her fucking daughter, because the daughter she just goes deeper and deeper and deeper into her bad girl lifestyle with her new friend. And it's clearly established that, especially in in 13, these kids are not good kids and you shouldn't be hanging around with them. And and like in Cuties, they make it seem like they're like totally reprehensible. Like at least in 13, like some of the girls were like had some kind of character or like likability. A couple of them.
They had enough. Yeah, they had enough to fill a description on the script, and that's it. Outside of that, if they weren't supposed to be there in the scene, they didn't exist.
Yeah, but like everything is resolved with Ami and her mom with a fucking hug, and I'm like, what kind of shit is this? If the mother was in the movie more, and we knew that she was invested in raising her, and like she was torn up about not being able to reach her, like in 13, then I'd be like, okay, then the result would have been a lot more satisfying and be a lot more. It would felt complete. Like, oh, okay, we got it. But it's like she pops in. And then she pops out. She pops in. She pops out. She pops in. And then she pops out. And I'm like, what the fuck? This is not how you make a film.
And then in that scene, because I know what you're talking about. It's that big ending scene where she gets back from having her mental breakdown on the stage, where the dust of the fucking getting out of her hair makes her have a moment where she goes full fucking Requiem for a Dream, and she runs home on the stage out of fucking nothing, gets there, and the aunt is about to go fucking Super Saiyan on her, and the mother's like, no. But the energy, it's not like in the scene where the mom's beating her with the fucking chancla. Right. She's at that. Listen, you just gonna be a hoe. Like, bitch, I don't fucking care. Go do what you want. Show up to your father's wedding. I need to be there. You stress me out. You stress me out, Amy. And she walks out of scene. And I'm like, are you sure it's just one? She just been a once? What? You sure? You sure she's not about to come back around and fucking drop kick the bitch? Because I'm not satisfied. Give me more.
She's like, oh, you don't have to go to the wedding. Oh, but
the way oh god, because I watched this with the original French too. I was hoping that there was something lost in translation, because the energy of the scene dictates that the implication was that, oh, you don't have to show up to your father's wedding, but if you don't put that dress on, you're not staying here. You know, I thought it was gonna be something like that. Like, either you're gonna follow the fucking rules of my household, or you're gonna get the fuck out on the street, you little hoochie mama. Fuck you. Because, like, she was done. It's like, dressed herself up, dust herself off, and just sashay away, off screen. And then the way that they framed it. Because at first, I didn't understand the fucking outfits being on the bed. Because I thought, oh, she's just it's gonna linger there, and it's gonna go off screen and pan, and we're like, ooh, did Amy choose? Did she choose to follow? Did she put on the gown, or did she put on the hot pants? We'll never know. But then it cuts to that scene where she's just in normal clothes, and I'm like, so that's it? She's just gonna go unpunished? She's just gonna play hopscotch?
Yeah, no consequences. And
No,
it's like,
no cops are gonna come and ask, hey, why is this fat girl dripping wet out of the bridge? What do you mean you were supposed to go somewhere? What do you mean you were assaulted? And you let her get away? All right, cool. It's just, so many questions. So many questions.
and I'm like,
So I was hoping,
like, how is she mature enough to come? Like, she's still 11. She's still dumb. Like, and she didn't really come to grips with what the fuck anything she fucking did. So how is she so mature now that she understands the nuance of her decision? It's like, no, I'm not being a hoe. I'm not doing the Islam thing. I'm gonna do my thing. Like, how the fuck does this 11-year-old come to that conclusion? It's like, what? What? How? You nearly killed someone 10 minutes ago. Not even 10 minutes ago. It was 5 minutes ago. You nearly killed someone. And now I'm like, now she's like fucking Beyonce at the end of the episode. At the end of the movie.
Yeah. And the worst part is that happens immediately after the girl's like, listen, bitch, we don't want to be friends with you. We were just trying to be hoes. You trying to be a slut. We ain't putting our bodies out there. Fuck. Chat's yelling at us. We need to get going.
Yeah. We've gone on soul, but like that's how bad this movie is. Like, it gets you talking for so fucking long.
Film. Parents who are too busy working all the time to spend any quality time with her. And finally, Yasmin, the big girl of the group, has an oblivious mother who's completely unaware of what her daughter and her friends are doing, especially in the house. It's safe to assume that the other two girls also have parents that don't bother with what they're doing or aren't around that much. So we have clear examples of parents who are neglectful or absent in their children's lives. This clear lack of parenting could be the very reason why these girls are acting out in the first place. They're seeking attention. Since they're not getting attention at the house from their parents, they will find attention elsewhere and find new means to get that kind of attention, whether it be positive or negative. Anyone who's ever dealt with kids, no matter what their age are, understands this. Kids seek attention, and they'll seek it mainly from their parents. And if they can't get it from their parents, they'll get it from other people. They'll get it from their friends. They'll get it from their principals, their teachers. They're just looking for someone to notice them. And the fact that none of their parents ever notice what they're doing, they just decide, you know what, fuck it. We'll just do whatever we want. And it stands to reason that if they put more effort into their parenting, their daughters wouldn't act or dress the way that they do in the film. In connection to that, it also presents a clear lack of role models or positive influences in the girls' lives. Since their parents aren't around or don't care to be involved in their lives, they turn to outside influences such as provocative music videos or celebrities to show them how to act, which is troubling not only in this film but even in today's society. Children are
I'm gonna hard disagree right there. I'm gonna hard disagree right there. You had me until you said to teach them how to do. No, they're children in current year, in the time where doing shit and dancing in vogue is normal, and always has been. Because thanks, Desmond Naples. In this time period, where you accept shit like drag kids and kids knowing too much about shit they shouldn't know until they're in 9th grade and learning about it in life sciences, you got people in a country, in a territory even, that it is normal for kids to be interested in shit like fashion, even
Mm-hmm.
if it's hoochie mama fashion. You got kids where they're going to see shit and interact with shit the way that normal kids are. That's the shit they're doing is not unnormal. It's not unexpected. We didn't do into that fucking generations.
Yeah,
In the
because
60s,
remember the '90s and early 2000s where like you had your more adult music artists, and then you had like Britney Spears and shit, Britney
Britney
Spears and
Spears,
Mandy Moore, like all the kid friendly
yeah.
shit. But then then they got older, and
Oh yeah,
they got a little more raunchy. But still, like
yeah.
things were like separate back then. Like there's certain music and shit I couldn't fucking listen to, and
Mm-hmm.
there was all the approved shit. But now it's like it's all mixed together, like all the popular shit that adults like that children also like Cardi B,
Yes.
little girls and teenagers and adults like that shit. So it's kind of like it gets confused. They start imitating that shit because that's all they got. They don't have. There could be some like kid friendly artists out there, but like this is
Mm-hmm.
who they choose to emulate instead. So
It's like we've gotten to a point in the culture where everything's become elevator music.
mm-hmm.
Even the hardest gangster rap with all of the expletives, you hear it everywhere. So you're like, fuck it. Who cares if fucking NWA is on? Like, this ain't nothing. What you mean? Cardi B out here talking about that wet and gushy.
Yeah, and
Like, you can't complain because you've already allowed the worst shit to happen. So what's
right.
the point?
And like you look at stuff like you see how kids entertainment is going into the shitter. And like
Mm,
you're like where are these fucking kids gonna turn when you got like Teen Titans Go and fucking Steven Universe and they're not interested in that because most of the, like I said, look, to be honest, to be perfectly honest, most of the kids entertainment, especially on Nickelodeon or whatever, it's just for like older, like adult children. It's to cater to them, really, not really to cater to children, actual children. It doesn't
mm-hmm.
seem like it's appropriate for them. But it's more appropriate for like adults who get certain references and shit, and like certain adult demographics. It doesn't feel like it's for kids,
Mm-hmm.
at least not anymore.
There's an avenue where it's like, yeah, we want shit to be for kids, but it's only because they want the kids to demand their parents buy them fucking merch.
Mm-hmm.
It's just this revenue. It's just like having, you know, the fucking revenue stream of having child actors. Also, the chat's yelling at me to have you connect the chat again because it
All
broke.
right. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think running all this shit at once, like the chat and
Mm-hmm.
Discord and all that, is fucking with my internet. So I'm so sorry, guys, but I just can't turn it on because then I'm gonna be I think I'm gonna be dealing with the internet going in and out again. So this time I'm gonna have to sacrifice the chat for this round. Ugh.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, the way that it's become, because this is something that I look at a lot, because I always look at what the streaming companies are doing and what the fucking production companies are doing,
Mm-hmm.
especially when it comes to like the child actor fucking pipeline. And this has been something that's very big in general, just for media, because the children are eventually going to become the adult actors.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, it's been a pipeline for Nickelodeon. It's been a pipeline for that weird period of Cartoon Network in like 2003 to 2007 when CNE Real was still a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been very much a thing for Disney, where you got a pipeline of child actors eventually doing whatever the fuck they do and then becoming adult actors and then them looking back at that period of their life and being like, that was really fucked up. I don't know how I made it out of that one. Because it's like a scale from Jeanette McCurdy to Miley Destiny Cyrus. How the fuck did it go so bad? Well, now that we live in current year, we have the hindsight of knowing that is a whole bunch of pedophiles just hired.
Mm-hmm.
Just unironically, they're registered. They don't give a shit. It's cool. So it becomes that. Plus, at the same time, networks like Cartoon Network kind of don't give a shit about what it is that they're putting out per se.
Mm-hmm.
They're more concerned about forcing a specific kind of standard for their art. So they'll decide what gets platformed and what doesn't. But at the same time, you'll have something like the case of Julie Vickerman, the woman who molested two women and a dude at William Street concerning, I think it was, what the fuck was it? It was her doing the thing that was supposed to be made in the same production house, I think, for 12 Forever or something. I forget exactly what they were artists for, but that shit happened, right? And that basically went under the fucking radar. But at the same time that that shit's happening, they're saying all this, yes, positivity, yes, you need to be you need to be fucking controlled with your image, yes, let's have the Dove campaign about expressing yourself, yes, yes, yes. It's worse. It's not just tone deaf. It's tasteless. Like, bitch, have some shame. Spend a couple of seconds of at least turning the screen around so I don't see the applause button. Why? Just why? Nick's been better about this.
Mm-hmm.
They've been better about this. Disney kind of doesn't give a shit because they're still bleeding money. They're thinking of shutting down the Disney Channel, period, and just having Disney Plus, which honestly, good fucking riddance. But at the same time, you still have these people that are looked to as like what children will see,
Mm-hmm.
and for people to still not even realize that Adult Swim is a part of the Cartoon Network branding, because apparently bitches don't know the expression "all kids out the pool." Oh boy, it just makes my brain hurt.
Social influencers rather than their parents or family members. They're learning how to behave and how to act from the media that they are digesting and watching on a daily basis. Now, do not get it twisted, ladies and gentlemen. I am not saying blame celebrities or social media or movies and video games for influencing our kids. I believe artists have every right to express themselves the way they see fit. People who say that are dodging the real issue, which is context and guidance. Parents should teach their kids what is appropriate.
Yeah, don't show clips from this fucking channel to make your point. What the fuck? This is not what you need to be doing right now.
Is not. It's not the media's job to raise your kids, so stop letting them and be more involved in your kids' lives. To me, this is the biggest takeaway.
Like, yeah, this is like preaching to the choir. We don't care, because the way you're accomplishing that is to sexualize children. Like, you actually rely on the absentee parents who put these child actors in this film. Like, oh, you should take care of your kids and not allow them to do. Well, the fucking parents of these child actors allowed them to be sexualized. What the? These dumb motherfuckers.
Away from Cuties. We need to be better parents for our kids. The over-sexualization of teens and adolescents is also a very cogent point the film makes. And I personally find it weird that everyone is all up in arms and angry about a film that addresses the issue honestly and directly.
No, it doesn't.
Than the issue itself.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
It's a very kill the messenger scenario.
Well, it's a kill the. You can't kill the messenger. It's a message. That means it's okay for a girl to spread her twat on camera.
Look, I don't need you to stand over my plate and pull down your pants for me to know that this is dog shit. All right. This is like the rape of the Siamese women. All right. When you come to the gate and you're like, "Hey, we have a package for you. Who's it from? The people over the valley. They said that you have one of their women. Can they come in?" Not only am I going to shoot that messenger, I'm going to stab him. I'm going to spear him. I'm going to light him on fire, and then I'm going to return the sender, because your message is sexualized kids. That's your message there. You say it's not. You say it's not sexualizing the kids, but the messenger is a sexualized child. So, no, you got it. Keep it. Put it over there. Take it away from me. All the way back to Albuquerque. All the way up the river. Please. Just no. Just no. No. Just no.
Yeah, and these kids are having a happy old fucking time doing this shit. We don't, like I said before, we don't really see the real consequences of any of this shit. Because usually, like I said, in other movies, they'd be like, okay, it starts here. But then it fucking snowballs. But it snowballs naturally, like it would in real life. Like, yeah, you're doing these sexy dances. Then it escalates. The dances get sexier. And then boys start to notice. And then that's kind of like, they don't really respect you because, they just think you're hot and whatever. And then men start to notice. The wrong men. Not really men, but like pedos start to notice. And that's where the fucking, that's where the fucking problems start. That's where the pedophile shit should happen in the middle of the movie. One of these characters, one of the side characters, not Ami really, but like one of the side characters, Angelica. We would have gotten the message if she had gotten pregnant, or maybe that security guard, right? Maybe he finds Angelica and some shit goes down. Maybe she has and then maybe even show Angelica's parents and see the dynamic between her and them. Mm-hmm. And then something goes wrong between Angelica and her parents. Like maybe they're going on some kind of business trip and we're leaving you with your older brother. And we're not going to be back for maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. And then she meets up with pedo security guard. Mm-hmm. And maybe she goes back to that laser tag place on her own. We don't know. And then she is by herself, and then some kind of solicitation happens, and then she thinks this pedophile asshole loves her. She falls in love with this asshole, and then he takes advantage of her, and then we learn from that, okay, this is too fucking far. But of course, you don't show anything because you're already showing little girls in hot pants, 11-year-old girls in hot pants twerking and shit. So you don't have to show any shit between her and the guy. It would be implied, of course. And that's when Angelica, which is the best, Ami's best fucking friend, the light of her life. When her light goes out, that's when the movie should be getting serious. And then we learn, okay, this shit isn't cool. this shit is, this is where this leads. This isn't cool.
The worst thing that even happens in this film, if you even want to go with what happens with side characters, Kumba blows up a condom with her mouth. They all tell her, "Oh my God, bitch, you nasty!" And then they actually literally wash her mouth out with soap. And other than the scene where Yasmin turns on the front-facing camera and they're like, "Oh my God, you're fucking kids. What the fuck are you doing here on this? Go away." The other worst thing that possibly happens is there's this character that I think they called him Toilet Time, if I was paying attention correctly.
No, they do this tradition with this guy called Toilet Time when they go in and they try to take a picture of his dick while he's taking a piss.
The worst thing that happened there, and it's technically Amy that sent in for this, but the worst thing that happens is that none of them are really brought in for that. They're brought in for the Hoochie Mama dress. Never fucking comes to a head. I was hoping something like that would have happened, or the boys when they're flirting with the guys and they're trying to pass off that they're 14, and Amy accidentally says that they're 11. I expected something with that in Kumba or Jess. I expected something for that to happen because she's got horse face, but it's only towards when they're actually in the final costume for the competition that she's really starting to look more horse-facious, or maybe it's just the actress with her hair up. I don't fucking know, but I expected something to happen with her. I expected at least something to happen with Kumba with the fucking condom. Catch some fucking VD. Get a fucking cold sore. Shit, I don't care.
I always thought that was stupid, that scene. Because what little girl at that age, she's at that age where she should know better not to pick up dirty shit off the ground and put it in your mouth. And she's also too young to actually think that's a good thing to do. Because girls are we're at that age, we're skittish around gross shit.
For teaching kids sex ed, Bitch, what the fuck you mean? They would have taught you what condoms were at fucking age 7 in fucking France. So why are you picking up a condom? Why are you picking up a condom? How do they know what a condom is and you fucking don't? Are you the one kid that got left behind?
Just doesn't make
Sad.
any sense. Oh. All right, let's do it. Fuck it.
People are directing their anger in the wrong place. They shouldn't be directing it towards cuties. It should be towards those who actually sexualize teens for rape.
Oh, you mean the fucking director?
You mean the entertainment industry?
Exactly. You mean Hollywood, nigga? The fuck? You should be directing it towards people who actually sexual.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Ratings and profits, and don't pretend that doesn't exist. And yes,
We know it exists. That's why we're fucking pissed, you moron.
I won't deny it was very uncomfortable watching these little girls grinding and twerking and talking about sex. But you know what? Sometimes the truth is uncomfortable because there are kids in real life.
Look, I'm gonna be real. Like these are, we know this is real life, motherfucker. We know that. We all grew up with that one group of girls or one group of guys, whatever, that one group of kids that was scangy, not doing their fucking homework, like just running wild, and like you were looking at those kids like they're either gonna end up dead in jail, pregnant at 14, something. We all know this. We know this. And like the problem is they're trying to make a fringe group of kids in your school look like all kids. When it's clear throughout the fucking movie, like you look in the background while they're doing that little I forgot what the fuck
The flash dance.
Yeah, flash dancing. When they're doing that, there are kids in the background who look completely normal. Dressed normal. Just calm, not getting in any fights. It's just these little raggedy ass kids. It's just,
And then known. Yeah, and they're known. They everybody knows that they're the cuties. So it's not like this is supposed to be some ragtag team put together of every single fucking cast and clique. No, these are the bitches. This is the bitch clique.
See, that's the thing. Don't try to make a statement about society and sexualization because let's be real. Like all the videos, the sexy videos they were watching were of grown women sexualizing themselves, which they sought out themselves. They didn't look at pictures of like little girls, other little girls sexualizing themselves. They looked at grown women. Not the same thing. And you couple that with the fact that, like I said, they're the bad kids. They're the bad kids. They look like their first.
Forehead.
Yeah, they don't feel like victims at all. Victims of circumstance or of society. They just feel like a bunch of awful fucking kids with an awful upbringing. And like, you know what this movie reminds me of? It reminds me of like an R-rated Lifetime movie. You know those Lifetime movies where they talk about, you better get your fucking kids, man. They're going to end up on drugs. They're going to end up hoes on the sidewalk. You want that to happen? You want that to happen, Karen? You better put the Chardonnay down and go get your kids. Go check them out. See if they're dead. They could be smoking crack right now. This is a movie for hover parents who think
helicopter parents.
Right, exactly. Who think this is going to happen to their kids if they don't intrude into every aspect of their fucking life. That's what this is. It's an R-rated version of that. Because there's no plot, it's just shock value.
Watch it for an hour and 30 minutes. I agree. Don't let your kids watch it. Don't let your parents watch it. Don't let your cousins watch it. Maybe let your ex that you fucking hate watch it.
And I watched this review. And, like, some of the comments were like, yeah, bro, I'm glad you... Like, there was this other fucking review. They were speaking semi-positively of this movie. And they were like, yeah, bro, yeah. I'm glad you're speaking the truth and you being honest. And what was my favorite word in reference of this movie? I'm glad you being nuanced about this. Because I'm gonna sit down with my... Can you imagine... Like having a fucking little kid and like, yeah, we're gonna watch some child porn, so to stay away from pedophiles. Like,
Oh my god, yo.
What is that gonna do?
Oh, now that you bring that shit up, oh, that is such the worst shit. Especially when I used to be a fucking counselor working with the police and my local state and government to deal with that. Oh, the amount of fucking teen moms just like, yeah, I'm gonna show you this shit. Oh, isn't this so bad? Oh, so disgusting. Like, bitch, I can hear your butt gyrating. Shut the fuck. Chris Handsome, where are you? I need you right now. Summon the Avengers. We need to protect them. Because, oh my shit, there are so many fucking teen mom groomers. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. And it's you think it's a meme, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not. That is actually how it fucking happens. They show them the shit and they're like, see? They're like creep show art almost. But I don't know. I don't know if creep show's done this. The hashtag disavow. But this is how it goes, right? You have some fucking teen mom who plays fucking joke police on the fucking internet. An actual groomer on Discord. You're like, oh, this is such a bad thing. Oh, you need to hate this person. They justify this action. How dare you? How dare you? How could you? And the thing they're getting upset about is fucking anime titties, right?
Yeah.
And it is a really good case because this shit happens on fucking on fucking the subreddit egg RRL. This is how kids actually get fucking groomed into being trans of all things. They show them this shit and they actively bombard them with it until they're like, oh, this is really fucking bad. You want to watch more of this shit with me? But unironically, it makes you feel like, okay, so you're just thirsty. That's what it is. You're just baiting people is what it's happening. Because in the example where it's the grooming with the kids and showing them the shit, if what you wanted to do was say, hey, no, don't. If you see this shit, turn it off. That's all you got to do. Like, hey, you see this shit right here? Don't touch. Hot. But you're going to keep showing them the shit all the fucking time? No. There's no way. No. There's no possible way. Go to jail. Nope, stop talking. Go to jail. Go to fucking jail. Get pound me in the pooper prison. That is your home now.
Right.
There's no way to justify it.
I've met a few. What Cuties is a reflection of the real world and its unsettling truths. And to set the record straight, this film does not, I repeat, does not glorify, nor condone, nor appreciate in the film. It's merely acting as a window into the reality of...
Okay, then what was left with the fucking montage and all the crotches in that one scene where they were just playing pop music? Like, it was just a random montage, like it was any other movie like it, like Pitch Perfect or some shit. What about that? It's not condoning anything. But see, it's like, who knows? Like, the film is fucked. And it's so, like I said, it's such a Lifetime movie. It's such a, oh, you have to watch, sit your kids down and let them watch this shit. Put the fear of God into it, man. It's such that movie that the message is lost and it's so confused that they're not going to get, right. They're not going to get the nuance. Not that there is any nuance in this movie. Like, we get the baseline nuance. Oh, I get what you're trying to say. You didn't do it well, but I get what you're trying to say. But they're not going to get anything. They're literally like, oh, there's a bunch of bad kids at the school, but their dancing looks kind of good. Like, you think your kid's going to look at this and misinterpret it completely. And they're going to be like, oh, well, this is just like a drama where, like, kids have some problems, you know? And they're going to look at the fucking dancing like, okay, the dancing's kind of cool, though. Maybe I can do that.
And there's, like, maybe two, there's kind of like three, but there's two specific examples where they try this, but it fails spectacularly. So the girls that the original Cuties are mimicking, they actually go to the French school, which kind of makes sense because they just put all the grades together. They're in different buildings, but they all go to the same facility. I forget what they call them, but they're watching their performance, their fucking routine that they recorded, because apparently they also are the hot shit in the school. I guess amongst their group and age. It's interesting how much I wanted to see what was happening with those groups just to, like, you know, view it from the other side of the coin. Just like, I don't know. They watch the video of them. And I know for a fact that in that original first scene where it's over the handheld phone, you see exposed nipple of one of the girls from the group. And that's the first time you see them. And then you see them later again when they're at the qualifier table because they're doing their routine after the girls go on. But there is a scene where, for no fucking reason at all, out in the square, where the girls are chatting up, and I guess they were flirting with the toilet time guy. Amy just walks up and starts a random fight with one of the girls. And she eventually, at some point, in the weirdest fucking fight choreography I've ever seen, especially for a child, where she just somehow finds herself getting pinned by the girl, and the cuties try to drag her up by the legs to get her out. And she's wearing those fucking leather pants, and she gets pantsed, and everybody sees her raggedy, nasty booty, and everybody laughs at them. And then later, it's mentioned in the scene from another character. I think it was Alex that said it, or Jess, excuse me, where it's like, everybody saw your butt, and now they all think we're kids. And I'm like, yes, because you are. It kind of works, but at the same time, it happens so fast with absolutely no proper build-up, with no balance, with nothing that makes it clear that that's where it's going. He just falls fucking flat. And you're like, well, okay, why was that there? Just to have a random cat fight? Cool. It's just so bad. Really, really bad.
Nothing holding it together.
What these characters actually are. If anything, the film deliberately goes out of its way to paint the cutie girls in the worst way imaginable.
But isn't that like counterproductive, considering that they are children that are being thrust into this by external circumstances, and that we should actually be feeling for them in this situation? That they're already, like, they're potentially going to be preyed on because of this fucking behavior.
Oh, he uses the fucking... Okay. This is a very important scene, right? So this is a cat fight that's happening immediately after Yasmin accidentally turns on. I think she did it purposely, honestly, because she probably was not okay with the girls trying to catfish on the French version of Omegle. But this is the fight that happens immediately after that, where they want to kick her out the group. And everybody is just watching this happen. And like, normal people are having reactions. But look at the faces of all the cuties. All of them blank fucking stares. Because I guess in their case, it's like, yeah, fuck that bitch. Like, girl, you're out. Bye. And just press right here.
The film
just look at Amy's face the entire time. Blank fucking mask.
Girls in the worst way.
Why would you why would you use this scene? Like, oh my god, this is such bad. But it was a justified fight because they're trying to be hoes. And you're just saying, oh, they're putting him in the worst fucking light. Yes, children catfishing on the internet is a problem. Are you saying it's not?
No,
should
like
not.
He said, oh, well, you can't. Well, they're portraying them in the worst light. That means they're not really condoning the sexualization. That's his point.
I hope, because the way he words it is that it sounds like, oh man, it's really bad that kids they're just not allowed to do whatever they want. Why would you just paint them bad like this? I mean, come on, we know the internet is for porn, but they weren't doing worse shit. They weren't planning a murder on the dark web. Let me shut up.
Way imaginable. The girls are rude, disgusting, disrespectful, selfish, vain, and self-centered. They treat their friendships as if they were just another accessory for them to hold or wear at any given day. One day, they might be friends with you. The next day, they might not give a damn about you. And then the next day, they might actually care about you again. They use their friendships as a way to gain something. They use each other as a means to get something that they want, to achieve some type of goal, not to actually form a genuine connection. These girls are not people that you need to aspire to be. These are not people.
Yeah, but see, that doesn't, like... Well, they're not glorifying the sexualization because they make their personalities look bad. That's not how that works.
Sounds like you wrote bad characters.
They're like, you don't have to make them likable in order for the audience to go, oh yeah, titties are awesome. Like 11-year-old titties are awesome. Like it's great. Yeah, 11-year-olds twerking.
People that you want to spend your time with, and the film clearly shows this. Not to mention the most glaring evidence of how they're not portrayed in the most favorable light, the negative impact they had on Amy as a character, who begins the film maybe a little naive, but a good person. But the moment she
Anything, because she was like pushing them to do shit, and like she was escalating. Yeah. She was escalating all on her own. Sometimes it was like,
yes, that shit was a choice. The way that he's implying this is that he's saying, oh, the moment that he saw Angelica moving those hips from left to right like she was Shakira, that girl was lost. No. There was multiple scenes where originally when she's watching the girls, she tries looking up the videos and mimicking what they're doing and just being curious, trying to get a foot in the door edgewise with the group. Mm-hmm. And then after she's with them and watches their dance, after I think it's the first time when you get to meet all the girls and learn their names, when Yasmin is still a member of the group, she starts watching the video back and trying to learn the routine. And then she starts watching the sexualized videos of the Hoochie Mamas and the Video Vixens and the American videos to learn the dance steps. And then this film starts being held together by showing periods of time with her watching more and more and more sexualized dances. From beginning to end, that shit was her choice. She wanted to be involved with the girls. Then she wanted to do the thing because that's what the girls did. And she wanted to be doing it so well that they would accept her, which also worked out in her favor because she knew the routine when it was offered to her. That's why that conversation in the fucking in the goddamn dryer happens. Angelica's like, yeah, we want you. I don't know. I don't want you to join a group. I'm not sure if you know what to do. Like, you can't dance. There's no time to teach you. And she jumps out. She does the thing. And it's like, okay, cool, girl. You know the routine. And then she gets on the floor and starts trying to fucking twerk. But no. She was ready. She wanted to do the shit. That's why oh my god, he's melting my brain more than so more he did.
Like we're a little more than halfway through, and he hasn't made one good point. Like he's just like, well, the kids had adult supervision. They wouldn't be like, no shit. We get the point of the movie. The point just isn't good. Like it's not conveyed well. That's
spending more time with the cutie girl.
Eat your kids.
You start to see how she's changing for the worse. She has a bad attitude. She's not taking care of her brother. She doesn't help her mother.
Oh shit! No! We're not about to pass over that one. Roll that shit back, motherfucker. Roll that back. What was that about the brother? Say that again one more time.
How she's changing for the worse. She has a bad attitude. She's not taking care of her brother. She doesn't help her mother when she falls down on the ground. Clearly exhausted or sick.
Pause, Jay. No, that's not enough of an accurate description of what fucking Amela does to her brother. She, in a scene, is not only telling shit to her brother to try and keep him in line and keep him straight, because this brother is probably as annoying to her as a character as I am to the chat right now with my talking. But in a scene where she has, I know, I've seen chat. I see you. But in a scene where she is with Angel, I'm just going to call her Angel because Angelica, too much. Angel is with Amy in the apartment and they are talking and having fun and actually a pretty good scene of them just being kids. You know, playing fucking food games with the stuff in the mouth with gummy bears and shit. Before this scene, and also as a consequence of the scene, she puts him in the bathroom by giving him counted out pieces of cereal. When I talked to my chat about this, when we were watching the film, it's like maybe they're trying to count how many pieces of cereal he gets to have or how many pieces of food he gets to have to try and watch his sugar intake because they don't want him having too much sugar or whatever. But she gives him food, puts him in the bathroom, and then puts a broom on the door so that he can't open the door. So you set up a situation where some shit could have fucking happened. And this, honestly, the way that it was ratcheting up, I felt like we were going from 0 to 100. Because I started thinking, oh no, this motherfucker started turning on the sinks and now he's drowning in the tub. But no, not that bad. But the panic created from the situation is like, absolutely, that serves you fucking right. Because he just wanted to fill up the tub so he could swim and shit, right? He splashed in the water and fucking where. Water goes everywhere on the floor. It's like, yes, action, decision, consequence. You're stupid. But for you to pass over that and say, "Oh, she's just not taking care of her brother really well,"
and then when she first sees the cuties, for the first time, she passes the baby off to him, like this big ass baby that he can barely carry, and I'm like, bitch, get your fucking, what are you doing? She was already kind of cunty before she met these kids.
And then the technically it's not as bad because the aunt was there, but still fucking flaking out on her responsibilities. He was there too. What if something would have happened because she fucking dashed off and he tried to run after her and he got hit in the street? I'm talking about scenes that would be in a better film than this. But so many damn fucking wrong choices that would have got her ass beat if she was in an American black household. That's all I'm fucking saying. She would have got the backhand, the front hand, and both sides of the belt.
Whatever. I don't care about you. Or the fact that she stabs a kid in class and pushes a girl into the river and watches her drown, not even helping her.
Okay, she didn't drown.
Mysterious buoy.
She didn't drown. She did grab onto the buoy and she did survive. But the kid stabbing
came out of nowhere.
Yeah, but the kid in the class is a different ordeal because this is immediately after the Pootie picture. She's in class, shit happens. She's asked to come up to the shit doesn't happen. She's asked to come up to the board to answer a question. She passes by the kid, slaps her on the ass, and basically this kid, the most rational person in this film, next to the cousin, is like, "What do you mean? What do you mean I shouldn't do it? She's posting her picture. She's just posting it online. What you mean I can't tap it?" And he's so flippant about it. It's like, yes, because he's not wrong. And so, as retaliation, then she stabs him in the hand. Scene manipulation. Why do we do it? Why do we do it, guys?
It's almost like they were trying to justify. It was almost like they were trying to justify her stabbing him. Because he was sexualizing her, and he was, he was doing that douchebag shit. But it's like, yes, you kind of.
Even in the scene, it's like, no, both of you go to the office, and he's like, wait, why should I go to? Yeah, that was his excuse. His excuse was, wait, why should I go to the office when she's posting her pussy on the internet? That was his answer. Yeah. And honestly, I'm not inclined to disagree with him. She should be under investigation by the police.
Yeah, exactly.
Her
and all kinds of shit.
She used his phone to take the picture. And if the kids know about it, how the fuck doesn't a parent in the I don't know if they have PSAs over in France anymore. But if they used to have a parent-teacher association, if they have one, a PTA, someone would have seen the photo because they would have caught their kid laughing and snickering and giggling about it, or some intrusive helicopter parent would have barged in on the phone, gate crashed it, figure out the password, open it up, look at the back end, or just the service provider seeing the content there, coming from wherever the fuck it's coming from and saying, nope, put a stop on this, find out where it came from.
Yeah, because you
see child porn is illegal.
Yeah, because you see a principal or whoever like dragging these little hoes back in the fucking school in the beginning of the movie, and I'm like, okay, so you did that, but this little boy knows that she's got her 11-year-old vagina online, and I'm sure a couple other kids do too, and you don't do anything about that. Why the fuck? What the fuck? This isn't a universe where kids are just doing any old. This is like the wild, wild west with kids. That's why this movie just doesn't work, because it's just so unrealistic. There's no way now. I don't give a damn if that is France. I don't give a damn if that is another country. You telling me no one called any parents to at least make sure? Because this kid is clear. Like, if you see a picture like that of an 11-year-old, you're like, okay, something's going on at home. It might be a fucking adult making her do this shit. You don't like. Wait, what the? This movie
Didn't
is so
we
fucking
just have that
frustrating.
situation? Yes, didn't we just have that situation with that girl who literally the same exact situation? Because I can't remember. I just know Nick Mercator was the one that covered it because it was the reason people were saying this job is fucking crazy because there was abuse happening in the home, and it was the boyfriend. It was the boyfriend of the mother of the child. This was a big news story. People in the chat probably know about it. It was a big news story with a girl potentially being a victim of sexual abuse, and she was telling her father that it was happening, and the judge wanted to have the content of the video erased. Nick Rekieta and a whole bunch of people called it out, said this is fucking stupid, and they find that there's a good ending to the story. Father, full fucking custody, because yes, bitch, exactly. And
Hello? You still there? What happened? Yo, what happened? I don't hear you anymore. What the fuck? Where'd you go? Nigga, I do not hear you anymore. What the hell happened? I don't think my internet's fucking up. Not really. Yo! Carlisle? Hello? It seems like my internet is trying to fuck up. But it's not exactly fucked up. So what? Oh, my ear. What happened? The fuck? Alright, y'all. Carl just like disappeared. Where'd you go, Carl? And he just fucking what the hell? Where'd you go? Oh man, Carl just fucking. See, I don't want to start get back to the video without him. Because that'd be kind of shitty. Hang on, let me start this up again. You there?
I am alive.
Where the hell did you go?
My power randomly surged for no fucking reason.
Damn.
It is confirmed. It is not my fault. Someone's trying to kill us.
Yeah,
This is it. This is it.
This is some kind of fucking conspiracy to get us to stop talking about this movie, and I don't really blame him though.
buoy pops out
I
of
don't
nowhere
blame
to
him.
save her life. If that didn't, she would have just watched that girl drown and not even help or anything. And that clearly shows you right there that the cutie girls are not role models. These are not girls you need to look up to. These are not girls you need to ever
Like, just because they're not being portrayed as role models doesn't mean you cannot sexualize these characters or try to make their sexualization look like something to aspire to. That's not how that works. Well, we
More
made him look
importantly,
we made him look bitchy. What else do you want?
yourself.
more
So to the
importantly,
people who are
just
claiming
because
that
they're
this
doing
film
dumb
is
shit
glor-
doesn't mean that it's then a logical justification to say, but guys, come on. They're villains. They're villains. You can't understand and relate to them. What do you mean? They're props. They are tools. I am telling a story. This is how I'm going to deliver it. Why don't you like it? I can still say, okay, I'm not, I wouldn't be that fucking stupid, but I can see why in her scenario she would think it would be a good idea to sell her body for this or that. I would get that because we've had those films before.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, I don't want to say Joker because it's not comparable. I'm trying to think of a female-led one that's not Jolene. But Jolene's a very good one example. A whole bunch of other ones too, but Jolene's the one I'm thinking of. We've had the Jolene where it's like, yes, we've had a sweet, nice girl go down a path. She didn't take a good one. Shit happened. She's gonna turn up better for it.
Mm-hmm.
We've had those films. Yes, you don't have to condone what they're doing, but you also don't get to say, and the fact that they're doing it, that means don't do that. Because what kind of fucking message is that? You see that? You see that, kids? Don't be a hoe, but at the same time, just be sure, stay locked up in your basement. Don't got another day.
glorifying such behavior, I politely disagree, and here is my evidence to that point.
Let's see it, motherfucker. What you
Cuties
got?
is also a brilliant deconstruction of the coming-of-age story we've seen in a lot of films. What I like to call
Wait, is
a
it? Hold on a
bad
second. Why
deconstruction
not?
of the
That
to
title,
that
like that break, the coming of a coming of deconstruction.
If he had spelled that, oh my god, I half wanted that to be spelled common. You know, I just wanted to see if it was gonna go there.
Damn, a coming of deconstruction.
More importantly, in order to deconstruct something, it needs to be properly constructed.
Exactly.
deconstruction of the coming of age story we've seen in a lot of films. It's what I like to call a bad coming of age story. Not bad as in quality, bad as in type. Imagine it, if you will, as a visual novel. It has good routes and bad routes. And it really dawned on me that most of the coming of age stories that I have seen in theaters or that I've read or learned about, they tend to be overly positive. A kid meets the right group of people or chooses
Perks
the
of being
right
a wallflower was overly positive. Okay.
path
all
and
right.
becomes a better person by
You're allowed to have-
influences, which leads to terrible decisions.
I mean, it's
The
not
main
just bad
character-
parenting. Sometimes the kid is just an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
And,
Or just like
and they make
outside
bad-
influences.
they make the wrong decision. They make the bad choice.
Right.
Wrong turn of luck.
Like, I got a whole fucking folder of like what he calls bad teen coming of age films right now, and it's just like Better Luck Tomorrow, Kids, 12 and Holding, shit like that. Even though 12 and Holding was a little more positive, but still it had some crazy shit in that too. Like similar to this movie as well. But yeah, like a lot of those aren't just, oh well, the parents are just bad. The parents are just shit. Because like there's no nuance in that. Well, the parents are just not watching them. They're just not watching them. Like, but sometimes kids just maybe just kind of shitty. Maybe they're deceiving their good parents into thinking that they are good kids. Maybe it's that. But like I said, there's so little nuance that it's like, oh, the kids are just not being paid attention to, and now they're whores, and now they're sucking dick for lunch money, fucking uploading pictures of their pussy, like yeah. It's what happens when like the parents just aren't home sometimes. Like there's no real like I get it, that's an aspect that we need to be you know
Vigilant.
we need to be analyzing that and giving our kids more attention, blah, blah, blah. But like you fail to look at all the other shit that could possibly be contributing to their downward spiral. I'm just saying.
Amy actually starts off wholesome, as I mentioned before, then discovers the truth.
Does she though? Like she puts some fucking drawings on a bed and like, oh, she's so wholesome. But then she like immediately, like she starts fucking treating her brother like shit as soon as she discovers these girls. And it's like, was she really that wholesome? I think we should have gotten to know her a little bit first before she started attaching herself to those kids. That's all I'm saying.
The truth about her father,
Yeah.
and kind of gets bored with the old traditional values, which leads to her to rebel against them by embracing a new tradition, a new path for herself.
So she's not being oppressed. She's got like I said, she just got bored. So she's not really being torn between two worlds. It's more like she's just bored with her home life and like, yeah, she's got problems with her dad. You know, she's sad about that shit, and then now she's a whore. Like,
Yeah. That's such a roundabout way to say Daddy wasn't there, and also Islam was right about women. It's just a roundabout way of saying, yeah. I mean, he's not wrong in the sense that understimulation of children and adults will lead them down bad paths in life.
yeah, of course.
But that's to say that, yes, this is why. No, there's factors there. You can analyze that, but you didn't try. You didn't even attempt it.
Like, that's the only thing you talk about.
Doubts of self-destruction, as I highlighted before. Things like ignoring her sisterly duties, which she does multiple times in the film. Not helping her mother after she fell over. Treating her friends...
And what, like, brought on that level of sociopathy? Like, her mother could have fucking died. She was just like, fuck you, bitch. Like, what?
Yeah.
What kind of shit was that?
Hey, I felt that too. Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't give a damn how much of a whore I become. Like, if my mom looks like she's fucking possibly dying, I would have given a shit. Because they don't have enough of a strained relationship in order for her to be like, fuck you, bitch. I don't give a damn if you have a heart attack. I don't give a fuck.
As excessive or actually caring about them, stabbing a kid in class, so violent behavior, and finally pushing a girl who probably couldn't swim into a river and watching her drown. Yeah, it's that bad. So now that I've broken down the true intent of Cuties, let me discuss why I think it's an overall great film.
The excellence of Cuties.
Since I've already spent a majority of this video praising it, but the film's biggest strength is the writing. I found the...
No! Hell no! It is not! I can hear fucking Carl running across... running through his whole house right now!
I had to walk that one off. Oh, shit! Oh
no! This movie's biggest strength is the acting, not the writing, because the writing doesn't make sense. But the acting is good. The acting is actually really good. But the writing is fucking confused. This movie doesn't know what it wants to be, and that's the problem. That's why people all just interpret it as, oh, the director just wanted to make child porn, because that's probably not what it is. But that's what it fucking looks like. That's what happens when you can't write worth a damn. It's that you can make a movie that's supposed to have a positive message, it's supposed to advocate for, and the writer, and how much the writer fucked up.
Storytelling, refreshing and daring, the characters complex and genuine, and the themes and commentary honest, bold, and well executed. For a first-time director and writer, Maimuna Dakure's direction was masterful.
Got your tongue all the way up her ass.
Oh God! Why? How's it gonna taste? What she have? Collard greens? Pork?
getting what she needed from her actresses. And speaking of the actresses,
She
each
got
of
what
them
she
gave
needed
solid
she got what she needed from her actresses, like the right amount of camel toe. That's what she got from her actresses, like the optimal amount of pussy lip, of 11-year-old pussy lip in those tight suits. That's what she got, and that's why this is a masterful film. Like, nigga, come on! You can't believe what you're saying! And, like, if it's at the expense of the trade, because we don't think about, a lot of people who praise this fucking movie don't think about, they think when people like us, or like just regular people who don't like this movie, when they talk about us, like, oh, they just, of course they're going to sexualize the kids. How else are they going to make the movie? Because they're thinking in terms of them being characters and not real child people who are going to have to live down the street and
global fucking audiences. I know for a fact that on Netflix, they are fucking advertising it as top 10 most
stalking these fucking kids. Probably they're gonna have problems with that. They're gonna have problems with other kids making fun of them for being in it. Oh, my mom says you're in a fucking child porn movie. They're gonna think you're a fucking. These kids are gonna get bullied relentlessly. There have been child actors who just got bullied for being bad child actors. They didn't have to twerk one ass cheek, and they like fucking remember Jake Lloyd? Now that motherfucker's in prison for drugs because he gave a bad performance in one movie. One. All it takes is fucking one to ruin these kids. I mean, who knows? But I don't think one of these kids is gonna end up fucked up. At least one. Like you cannot deny that. You can, we don't think like I said, we don't think about the lasting repercussions this is gonna have on these kids. You sexualized them. Now people over it. And now it's not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well, and you damn well know this.
But you gotta remember, Jake. You gotta remember those hip gyrations are what won the award. I can't even finish that sentence. I can't even do it. Oh. If we're not going to hell, we're going to jail. You and me. You and me.
Jesus. Ugh. Can you imagine?
I'm literally on the floor right now.
Can you imagine if this got nominated for Best Foreign Film at the Oscars? Can you
Hold on, before I start shitposting. Does it actually meet the new criteria for diversity?
Well, I haven't read the criteria, but like we got a woman of color director, woman of color lead, like and a couple other women of color in the cast. It's mostly women of color in this movie, so yeah, it'll definitely be nominated according to the diversity rules.
Oh, Jay, I'm not ready.
I'm
not ready for that YMS. I'm not ready for that Adams and Friends video. I'm not ready for that one.
Like, fucking imagine if this was nominated. I'm joking, kind of, but it's like, yeah, they could possibly be stupid enough to do it.
Why is Hollywood shit?
All right, let's go. Let's power. We gotta power through this shit. We got 5 minutes left.
Performances.
I am on the floor. I don't know how I can get any lower.
Performances. I was particularly surprised at how well the child actresses were. They pulled off cringy characters without themselves being cringy, which is totally
I don't know.
I'm not sure about that one, King. I think you want to check the treasury on that. I think that one is a bit too big for your ass, because I can't cash that one.
I especially love Fathia Yusuf's performance as Amy. The toughest
Ami,
role to
goddammit.
pull off, being both sympathetic yet despicable while carrying this film, and she pulled it off like a pro.
Did she though?
He didn't say anything about how good the writing was. Like, he said, "Oh, the writing's good," but like, why is it good? You didn't fucking explain that shit. Let's see what he thinks about. I don't know if like this is the conclusion of his video, or he talks about the end of the movie. I don't know. Let's see.
My brother put it best when I talked to him about.
All I know is that this shit is so bad, he is cringing my contact out of my eye.
Damn.
I think my brother put it best when I talked to him about this film when he said that despite all that the film portrayed and showed, it is clearly a work of art.
What?
Oh, it's a work of something, bitch. It's a work of something.
My brother said it was a work of art. What?
My mom said my YouTube video is good, guys. What do you mean? Come on.
Oh, Christ.
I'm so accustomed to the average movie-going experience. Films that don't truly surprise us, they thrill us, they entertain us. But we normally get a knee-jerk reaction to films that challenge us. Films that are quite unique and different. Or
It's
go
not unique.
against-
Like, there's so many movies like this. And they're not this. Yeah, and they're not this fucking stupid. Like I can't, like I said, in the future I want to do a video comparing this to all the other films, all the other coming of age films that actually do it right, and actually have nuance and plot progression, like natural fucking plot progression. And when the character goes through an arc, like that type of shit. Because like challenges.
Most importantly, memorable enough to even be on the fucking list. Even though we are talking so much shit about this film, in 3 months, we are not even gonna fucking remember.
I don't know. Like, this movie is too fucked up. Just forget about it. I don't know.
It's gonna be a footnote on Wikipedia with 2 notes. The first being about how much money this made, and the second footnote is how much money this made Netflix lose. To which I have to say,
I mean, if the controversy keeps getting bigger, because they're already talking about investigating, like, the filmmakers behind this, like, all right, let's see what you did with these, this nearly 700 kids that you had audition and twerk on camera. Like, well, I don't think they twerked on, or did they twerk on camera? Like, some of them put in. Yeah, some of them put in video footage of themselves. Like, they submitted video footage, and one of an article about the movie actually showed one video, and it was just like the girl, this little girl doing gymnastics and shit. And that, to me, doesn't look like they're actually telling the kids what the movie's about, which is, like, understandable, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, I don't know, just a lot of
go against the grain.
The less you think, the less your brain hurts.
Something about our society that we're willing to embrace or accept at the time. And when a film can make you question many things and have an onslaught of...
Like, the way we see, like, e-thoughts and shit... And all these, like, underage girls online, like, with fucking OnlyFans accounts, like, we know. This movie doesn't... Like, because the movie can get in deep and explore that shit. But it doesn't. We just we're just gonna make 11-year-old girls twerk, and that's the job. That's our job's done. That's it. That's all we're gonna do.
Oh.
Different.
There's a series called Euphoria that people have been trying to suggest to me. And I know for a fact, there's a fucking alonz.avi type video of scenes from that. There almost always is for these kinds of dramas. But I know for a fact there's a storyline in Euphoria. There's a girl who goes to a party, she has sex, people filmed it, they put it up on the internet, and her cope was to go head in, straight first, full sexualization. They didn't even try that. It was just literally, here you go. Oh, she's a hoe now. So tragic.
Yeah, just skipping from like point A to point D.
Its essence is a work of art. Because works of art are supposed to bring things like that out of people.
Yeah, you know, child porn, work of art, because it challenged you. It challenged your gag reflex. It challenged your view of like how much you can tolerate of humanity. Yeah, that means it's art. No, nah,
They're supposed to make
nah,
them
son.
question what they just witnessed. Make them ponder over and over about how the film, how the work made them feel. And that's what Cuties did to me. It made me ask a lot of questions. It made me feel a variety of emotions. But at
People who say this shit, like, the movie challenged, you know, I didn't know the kids, like, were being over-sexualized until I watched this fucking shit. How sheltered are you? You're sheltered as fuck.
the end of the day, I can't deny that it did something very unique, something I don't see mostly. It challenged my
Stop
perspective
it.
on
It's not
certain
unique.
things, and I actually appreciated the experience that Cuties gave me. I may not watch it religiously. It may not be my favorite
I don't watch it religiously. Just once every few hours.
film to watch over and over again. Clearly not. But I won't forget the experience it gave me, the lessons it taught me. Whether you agree with that notion or not, the one thing I do want you to take away from this video is that I feel as though the hate for Cuties was completely unwarranted. And
You just said you understood why people didn't like this movie. Now you're taking it back? The fuck?
Look, guys, I know why you're mad, but just hear me out.
I understand why you're mad, but, like, you shouldn't be mad. Fuck that. Make up your mind, playa.
And it's the classic example of judging a book by its cover. People immediately...
No, there's plenty of people who saw the movie and judged it based on the movie. But even if they did only judge it by the advertising art, can you fucking blame them? Like, are you serious?
condemn the movie without giving it a chance to tell its story and to be judged objectively and
Well, look at
fairly.
that fucking ratio.
Oh,
Look at that shit.
oh boy.
36 weirdos really like this movie. Like 1,000 other motherfuckers were like, nah. Fucking Rotten Tomatoes. So useless.
fairly. But I hope that after seeing this video, people can see what the filmmaker's intent was, watch the film, and then judge it on its own merits. And if you still don't want to see it because of the over-sexualizing of the children, then I completely understand that.
You just said,
No.
motherfucker. You keep going back and forth.
Can I say the gamer word? Can I
What?
say the gamer word? The gamer word.
Oh, yeah. Go nuts.
Nigga, no you don't!
Like, he just keeps coming back. Well, I understand why you don't like it. It's really abhorrent, this movie. But it was a work of art. Because remember, he said in the beginning of the movie, he said this movie is cringy, it's disgusting, but it's a work. And by the end, he's like, but it's a work of art.
Honestly, if there's
Go
if
ahead.
there's anything, no, if there's anything I fucking have to respect about him, at least it's the solicitation of his hustle. This man is more determined than the fucking child than a fucking female Girl Scout who has fucking Jehovah's Witnesses as parents. Like, okay, I understand you don't have money, but can you just have just 1 second? Okay, I understand you're not living, but just try just try, just roll it on your fucking lips. Come on, work with me. I can get you a buyer. I can make you a buyer. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, this
Are you sure?
His comment section is full of cringe. Like, he'll respond to someone, of course, like it's the same like egotistical YouTuber shit. He'll answer comments that are really one-sided, like, oh, you're a pedophile or whatever, or telling him to die or whatever. And he'll answer those. But he won't answer the people who are saying, like, yeah, these kids were still sexualized by Hollywood and sexualized by the filmmakers. And they use that to tell the story about how not to sexualize kids. And you don't have a problem with that? Like, you don't understand that? No fucking answer. on those.
Mhm.
But he's really answering those useless comments, the comments with no fucking avatars and shit. Because God forbid he actually
Just,
have
you can understand
he argues
why
some
I
shit.
think it's great. To
Mhm.
sum it all up, Cuties is a superb film that takes an honest, hard look at our society.
It's not honest. It's not honest.
From the internet culture that is influencing our children to the degradation of parenting, it's
Like, I thought you said it was really about the parenting. Now you're saying it's about internet culture and the parenting. Well, it's not about. They're not blaming the internet or anything. But well, at least that he wasn't blaming the internet. But yeah, the filmmaker is blaming like girl dance groups or just dance groups in general and grown women twerking. But like he said, like it's primarily about bad parents. But like now we're back to this shit.
It's supported by solid
Mhm.
direction, stellar raw performance.
Yeah, I'm sure the directing was solid. It was very solid. It got some motherfuckers. It got some motherfuckers solid.
Strong writing. And while I wouldn't call it an epic masterpiece,
Like I like this shot at the end of the movie where she's jumping and shit, and the music is
definitely
this
one
is a really
film.
good ending.
And
That part that's
Mhm.
completely
Mhm.
wasted on this movie. Wasted. It looks like it came from a
Yes.
much better movie. I like that
Yes.
ending, but it's like it's wasted. I'm like I don't give a shit. It is.
ladies and gentlemen, will conclude my video on why I think Cuties is not a bad film whatsoever. And I very, very much would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this topic.
Oh, but like he's deleting fucking comments. And he's not answering people, giving them like actual discourse. So I would love to hear your opinions and comments. Fuck you. Like people.
I would love to. I would love to hear your opinions and comments if they are easy to clap back on. That's it.
Yeah, and like people in the comments are saying he's deleting comments that he doesn't like. So, yeah, you full of shit, bruh. He's this close. He's this close to disabling those comments. I bet in the next few days, this heat is gonna come on his ass, and then he's gonna be like, nah, yeah, I'm just gonna disable the comments. Not because I don't want to hear your opinions. It's just that some people are really mean and
Be positive or negative. Make sure to comment below and let me know how you felt, not only about this video, but also of Cuties the film. Did you agree with everything I had to say, or some of the things I had to say?
Nothing.
Do you disagree with it entirely?
I mean, well,
do you feel like I'm reaching? Do you think that it's still about over
hella reaching
children? Just let me know what you
Hella.
guys have to say.
Did he
And let's
stretch
also try to
first?
keep it civil down there in the comment section. I know that's kind of a reach. It might.
Let's keep it civil down in the comment section. Well, a part of being civil in the comments section would be like not deleting comments and actually talking to people who have good points. That would also be a part of the civility, but you don't do that.
Another good example. Especially if he's a real one and he actually can face confrontation and criticism, is make a follow-up video full of all the comments that you're going to reply to in tow. Everything that you said, everything that they said, just put it out there. It'll make for some good content. And I'm not even memeing. It will. Because then you open the dialogue. It's not just the back and forth of easily monetizable outrage. You can show what people were saying. You can see the points that they were making. You know, give, take. Give, take. They give you a slap on the fucking ass, and you take some fucking pills. But seriously, if you want to have good conversation and discussion, even here, you have to fucking try. Just pretend that you give a shit. At least give yourself the out publicly so that it's not immediately an open and shut. Oh, this man is obviously upset, because that's what people are gonna look for. Someone is thinking of an insult that is better than anything that I can think of right now on the spot. Probably even future Carl right now. He'll think of some funny ass shit to say that I didn't right now, and that comment, that's gonna be what snaps him. And instead of that, he could just say, you know, you guys are kind of right. I'm not going to give you all the ground, but I'll give you this piece. I'll give you that one. Yeah, I wasn't right about that. Maybe this could have used some work. Start there, and then you'll have a better video.
Yeah, because essentially
That's all I'm saying.
yeah, because essentially his video is just, well, it has a point, it has like a message, so sexualization, a-okay. Like, no, you got to go in depth with why this is good, why this had to happen, why this narrative, this way to tell the story was necessary. And why these kids, oh, they're not gonna be fucked up later on. Like, fuck it. We need to say, like, people act like these kids are fucking soldiers in some kind of war we're just sending them out on that they didn't ask for. They're like, yeah, we got to make them do this shit so we can say we sacrifice 4 or 5 kids and we can save a couple million. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like,
yes.
no, it's not how that shit works.
His video is essentially the equivalency of people saying, bro, you destroyed the entire city block. What the fuck are you doing? Your job's done.
All right, let me see what else he has to say, because you know it's going to go on a little longer. Let me see.
Comment section, I bet we can pull it off. And you know something? I haven't even said everything that I want to say about this film. There's still so much more I'd like to dissect and discuss. So I might actually do a live chat / discussion with you guys if this video is successful.
That shouldn't happen. That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, that he's gonna see these because he's already deleting comments. So he's gonna, well, I can't do it, guys, because I'm working on another video, or I don't think I'm because he's gonna get a lot of hate. But like one of his videos in the recommended section was only like 3.8K, with 3.8K. This one was like, what, 10K? And this has only been out for like a few hours. Like, well, it's been out like a day. So I'm like, okay, this might become his most popular video for the wrong fucking reasons. He's got massive downvotes, ain't it, like fucking live discussion. Get the fuck out of here. Hold on, let me go back a bit.
I haven't even said everything that I want to say about this film. There's still so much more I'd like to dissect and discuss. So I might actually do a live chat / discussion with you guys if this video is successful enough, so I can kind of get everything off my chest.
Oh, it was successful.
Cuties, and we can move on from there. But we'll have to wait and see how this video does, and then we'll move forward on that. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate the support.
I think this is probably the best case example that a person could make of like the YouTube version of Schrodinger's asshole. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Schrodinger's asshole?
Like, yes, where a person will say some controversial shit and the reaction they get will be what they lean into. So if it's a positive reaction, what they'll say, they'll be like, yeah, I'll make that shit. Yeah. And then if it's a bad reaction, it'll be like, oh, come on, guys. It wasn't that bad.
You're overreacting.
He leaned into that content tease, and he's like, I haven't even said anything I wanted to say, honey. What you mean? Come back soon. I got biscuits. I got dinner. Chicken biscuits. I got shit for you. Come back next time. And it's like, you see all this shit, and he's like, oh, fuck no. No. You're trying to take my scalp. I only have so much, guys. Come on.
Okay, out of curiosity, let me see where his video's at right now. Let me see. Let me pause that shit. Come on. Let's see where it's at. It's like, it's at 11K now. When I first started the stream, it was at like 10K. Let's see what his comments are looking like. Okay, terrible movie. Why defend it? This is from 26 seconds ago. I guess I'm taking his newest. He's got like like 1,800 comments. Don't know if it's trolling or not. Defending this movie, nigga, you dumb as fuck. Dude really defending twerking 11-year-olds. Bruh moment. In this week's episode of Killing a YouTuber Career 101, this nigga. Oh, wait. I'm gonna send that one to you. This is fucking... Oh, shit. What the fuck did I do? What happened? Damn it! Okay, I accidentally clicked on something. Damn it, hang on. Motherfucker. My hands is too quick. Okay, here it is. Because this is fucking hilarious. This is funny. People really trying to defend a movie about a kid's twerking group. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Just here to see. You know what? Let me look at the top comments. Let's see what they say. Let's see if they're all let's see if how many of them are positive, how many of them are negative.
Let's see which ones are juicy and which ones came out the mouth.
Jose Ventura said hi, Jay Longbone in the comments in his comments. Hello, Jose Ventura. Okay, his top comments, which I don't even believe these are all his top comments, because you've been deleting comments, nigga. Okay, hang on a second. How is this bringing awareness when actual minors can't even watch it because it's TVMA? Please take the video down. I wish someone with a brain to not sexualize children made this movie. We need a movie about this kind of thing in our society, but sexualization? Of course, the movie is pretty good for a very specific kind of people, pedophiles. I canceled Netflix, now I cancel you, bitch. Mr. Straight Man, you missed the point of why people are mad. It's child pornography. Yeah, he totally it is. A lot of people who make these defenses don't fucking get it. I'm so tired of seeing people trying to defend this movie. The reason why there's huge backlash is because the film is child. Oh, they spelled it wrong. Child pornography disguised as social commentary. You're making the same excuses that prank channels make. I guess that's accurate. Hang on a second. It's hypocritical to say exploiting girls is wrong, but at the same time you're exploiting girls by making them dress up in skimpy outfits and do sexual actions. And before anyone does the themes argument, or you have to watch the film, what if someone wanted to make a film that criticizes children taking illegal drugs and the effects on them by making the children take illegal drugs, cannabis, cocaine, ecstasy, heroin, etc., and film the effects that they have on children, including the effects of withdrawal? Would you be fine with that? Because if not, you're a hypocrite. And if they wanted to comment on the females being exploited, they should have gotten women as women. Should have gotten women as women can give consent and girls cannot. I know why they made this movie. They wanted child porn and are using the current political climate to justify its existence and accusing people of being sexist if they hate it. And racist. I'm disappointed with you, Tony. Not only did you admit to watching child pornography, but you are trying to defend it. And before anyone says this is not child pornography, the co-founder of Sundance was arrested for being a pedophile, and he approved this film. I feel so sorry for those girls because... What?
True facts. True.
Yeah.
True.
Because when they grow up and most likely realize that not only were they exploited and abused, but abused. Let's not go too far. But they were people defending the abuse and exploitation. Child abuse is unacceptable, which is why I'm never watching this film, because I don't support child abuse. Yeah, that was motherfucking John 069. He went off. I mean, some spelling errors, but he went off. Okay,
he was a little bit confused, but he had a spirit.
Yeah. And Derpy April, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't agree that real children should have been used to make this film. I get that this is acting, but it doesn't negate the fact that real children were filmed scantily clad and doing inappropriate things for the sake of the story. How is this a work of art How is this work of art going to affect them in the future? That's what I'm saying. Only people thinking about this shit. I think there's a huge chance that once these kids grow up and look at the film in hindsight, they may seriously regret it. I'm obviously side-eyeing the parents for this as well, not just the producers, etc. I don't know how this movie would have been perceived if minors weren't actually involved to making the film, but I think that's what makes it the absolute worst for me. Sorry, Black Critic Guy. I get what you're trying to say, but the way the movie is doing it is wrong by using 11-year-old girls. Let's come on, give me a really good one. How come every other YouTuber that has watched it confirmed that it was bad, but you're out here defending it. I don't think that sexualizing children to show how disturbing it is as deep as you think it is. So let me get this straight. Are you trying to tell us we're crying over spilt milk because many of us don't like the overt and deliberate exploitation of children just for art's sake and trying to send a message? Let me ask you something else. You mentioned how this movie has an uncomfortable truth. So why do we need to see this in a film? Why should we be reminded of the stupidity of modern culture and society? Tell me. I want to know why. Why is modern social relevancy that already divide so many people around the world important to put in a film? I want you to answer. Answer the question. Answer this question, because I'll tell you, regardless of the director's intentions, the fact remains that she exploited these little girls to appease her retarded ass artistic values. She did this for shock value, so no, I don't respect her or her intentions for this movie. Sorry, we're not going to see eye to eye on this. Yeah. Oh, whatever the intended message is, the fact remains that these kids' lives are ruined with their along with their reputation. Yep. The softcore cheese pizza that they acted out could have not been consented upon by its actors.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's getting no love. Absolutely fucking none. Because he didn't, like, just like the movie, he doesn't really explain his points well at all. What's his downvote? Where's his downvotes looking like? Oh shit, that's really bad. I think it's slightly worse than it was before. He's at like 322 likes versus nearly 1,100. 1,100 dislikes.
That is a fat goose egg.
Yo, fuck it. Let's go as far as looking at his social blade. Let's see what his social blade's looking like right now.
Oh, she's pulling out the receipts.
Oh, because he gotta be hurting right now. He's gotta be. Because a lot of people said they were gonna unsub from him. Black critic guy. This is the same dude. Okay. Oh, damn. Wait a minute. He looks like, when did this video come out? September 13th. Oh, today's the 16th. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so he lost 500 subscribers one day. Then 100, and then they rounded off to the nearest 100, so I'm guessing he's still losing them by the tens. Probably like a couple, like 90 something, 80 something, but he lost subscribers quick. As soon as this video hit his channel, he started losing subscribers. Yeah, dude. Either examine people's problems, like talk to people who fucking hated it. Go on, not EFAP, because I don't know if they've watched it, but like talk with certain people about why they didn't like it and really explore that. Because I don't think you get it, bruh. Daily average for subscribers 20. Well, it's only been a few days. Says he's losing like 20 subs a day, but like I said, it's only been like 3 days. But he's lost over 600 fucking subscribers so far. And for a channel that small, that's a lot. Like, dude, you need to I'm not saying you should delete the video exactly, but like I said, you need to talk to people and understand why they don't like this movie, and maybe make a follow-up video saying, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe. Yeah, this isn't going well. I want to find another cringe review that actually supports this film. But there probably fucking isn't. Oh! hiccups. Okay, let me search this for ha-has. Cuties, not that bad. Because there was this one dude who did a review for the trailer, and he said the movie doesn't look that bad, y'all. Oh, there it is. Oh my god, why Cuties isn't bad? Y'all triggered as fuck. Oh shit.
Oh, he chose those words.
Y'all who knows? It could be satirical. Let's check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Actually, hold on. Let me drop it in the watch together so we can see this shit. Like I said, this person could be trolling. I don't know. You never know. But if he's not, I'm gonna pray for you. Well, come on. Oh wait, it's right there. Why put it right there?
Is this image off? Good. That's the point. The image is supposed to make you uncomfortable. Because the movie is supposed to make you uncomfortable. The sexualization of young girls is extremely commonplace in the dark. But as soon as someone brings it to the light, everyone loses it.
Oh my god. Like, how do you... I cannot get it!
I think young girls are worth more than that.
And then to put
because
Biden
to
there.
inspire change, we have to have a discussion. And a discussion can come in many different ways. But I think to have that discussion, we need to have representation. There's a black woman from Senegal, and the movie Cuties is based on her own lived experience. And I believe she
Did
deserves
she
to
really
tell her
just say, hey, child sexualization good because woman of color? She really did that shit.
tell her story through film.
I
that
can't
we need to
begin to
get
go
more
on
people.
and fucking rant at end about how tired I fucking am about people making such horrible mistakes in creative content and then saying, and as they turn around saying, oh, but guys, I started a conversation. Bitch, you can start a conversation about your body. That doesn't mean I want to hear it. I mean, shit, chat. Here you are telling me about this extra detail that I think adds flavor. You're like, shut the fuck up, Carl. We don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Well,
You still started a conversation about nothing.
Like, to be fair, you could, like, you just have to sum up, you know? You're just a little wordy,
Yeah.
you know? Just sum up.
A little. But you get my point, right?
Yeah.
Like, if oh god, this is a really bad comparison, but it's apt because it's right. So let's say somebody was a spree killer, right?
Yeah.
And they had a very serious problem about spree killing. So they committed a spree killing of murders, and then they were caught as they're getting the injection, as they're being lined up against the wall, as they're being put in the chair. They're like, "Yeah, but I started a conversation, though."
Yeah, I mean, there's a saying that needs to come back, and it's, the road to hell was paved with good intentions. No one says that anymore. We need to start saying that shit. Say it more, please. Jesus, people need to hear it. Because if you don't hear it, movies like this get made.
Mm-hmm.
with things that's uncomfortable if we want to change anything. Because if you're upset about children being sexualized, you should support this film.
Because a film where children are sexualized.
Because this film is bringing something to the light that is oftentimes not explored in film or in
it's explored a lot of the time. I don't know what the hell you talking about.
It's explored. It's been mapped out. We know all the secret areas. We sell the map. It is out there for $2.99. I can get you a 3-pack. We been here, bitch. You passed the same rock with the same moss on it 6 times.
It's just swept under the rug as if it doesn't happen. And I understand people being upset about the remake.
Oh my god.
Because I was upset about it too when I first saw it. But what I think is wrong is to pass judgment before you even watch it. Because my mind was totally changed when I watched the movie. Netflix made a piss poor decision to market the movie this way, and I don't think anyone would really deny that. But I think the fact that people
But see, the thing is, if they use that Sundance poster, and then people
Mm-hmm.
are like, oh, this movie is about the sexualization of children and how that's
Yes.
wrong. Okay, and then they
Yes.
saw the movie, they'd be like, what
Mm-hmm.
is this deceptive shit?
Exactly.
You tricked me into watching fucking pseudo child porn?
It's
What the
like
fuck?
it's not even like it is that fucking quote mining shit where somebody gives a bad review and they take the pieces out that sound like it's a great review. But even worse than that, that comment, people act as though it's something bad to be spoken about, and they try to cover it up. No.
Like,
So, this is probably going to be a little bit wordy, but I need to say it because it's important, because this is the reason why people are objecting to this. This is weird too, because this is supposed to be this crowd of people.
mm-hmm.
At this point, my contact feels like it's almost out of my face. There is times and places and situations and attenuations and volume settings for how loud and how quiet things are on purpose. Sometimes it's because the person who's presenting it may not be the vessel through which the message needs to come. And sometimes they are, but they weren't loud enough. They weren't bold enough because they weren't sure anybody would give a shit when they said it.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why people, especially with Cuties, are not backing this film is because not only is this the worst kind of way to deliver a message, it is also being delivered in such bad packaging that no matter where you try to sell this shit, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot sell it
Mm-hmm.
because people think that you're hypocritical. People will look at you and say, are you joking? Is this a meme? Is this a social experiment? And most of all, the people inside your film, should they come of age and they turn around and say, actually, I'm going to sue you because you bastards did nothing to do to protect me, even the people in the film will have a justified right to have a Twilight reaction to this, because even moves further beyond where we have the power of hindsight. Even you, right now, people defending this film will say, yeah, that we were retarded. Why were you ever defending this? And it's in some cases, for some people, they're just contrarians and they don't give a shit. That's not this message is not for those people. This is for those people who were on the edge and were like, maybe I just needed to stand firm because I didn't want to seem like I was a wishy-washy bastard.
Mm-hmm.
It is okay if you, after seeing the backlash and after getting roasted in your own comment sections, if you're like the guy we just fucking watched the video from, it is okay for you to walk it back and say, you know what? I was very, very aggressive, but I get it. I'm going to still have my opinions because I've made an emotional connection to them, but I get it. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong volume setting. The offsets were all wrong, and I ended up carving my name into your car. I don't even know why I did that. You fucked up. You just have to accept you fucked up, take it back to the shop, try again. Maybe next time. Not now. That's it. That's the message.
All right, let's
want it taken off Netflix completely, those people are really just missing the point. Because I think that if you actually watch it, you'll understand that this movie is very anti-child sexualization. It's not for that in any way. I do believe this is a discussion that needs to be had. And film is a great way to start discussion. That's the point of film, to have a discussion with yourself, to have a discussion with your loved ones. A lot of films make you uncomfortable. That's the point of them, to make you evaluate your...
Yeah, there's plenty of movies that make you uncomfortable. Talk about these topics, but guess what they don't do? They don't endanger the kids in order to do that. So that's why this movie doesn't fucking work. I'm broken. Yeah. I'm a broken record. I keep repeating this shit, but these motherfuckers just don't get it. They just really don't get it.
Or the experience of others.
I mean, just take the clip out of what I just said, copy paste it.
The statement that
if they don't get it after that, they're doing it on purpose.
I know, crazy, right? You have to actually watch the movie. We live in a society where we take...
And I love the assumption that, oh, you just hate it, you probably just haven't watched it. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like no understanding that, like, looking at the poster for the very first time, the Netflix poster, and having a automatic revulsion and be like, I don't want nothing to do with that shit. They don't even fucking get that. Like, they say they do, but they keep backtracking on it. I mean, they keep backpedaling on it. Like, okay, but you still need to see the movie, though. Like, this is not some kind of regular, like, they want to prop it up like, oh, this is a disturbing and a very, gut-wrenching movie that really gets deep into this. Like, it's really disturbing. But then, when people say they don't want to fucking watch it for that reason, and whatever, well, come on, you still gotta watch it. Like, what the fuck? It's you're going back and forth.
Yeah. See, I feel like a lot of them do that, not just because it's them not really being able to come up with a cognizant argument to explain that, but a lot of it is also that we've come to such a point where we trust the consumer public to be able to investigate their decisions and choices, that they view the customer like they are a certified, well-known, everybody knows your name critic, right? Like a you, or eventually a me, or a Grace Randolph, or Chris Stuckman, or a Your Movie Sucks, or an Adam and a blah, 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 blah. You get my point. They look at it and they're like, oh, you can't say that about the film. You have to watch it first before you say that. But that's not how that works. The regular consumer is not a critic. They are a consumer. Therefore, your film is being advertised like a big, nice, shiny necklace for that boyfriend that put in 2 weeks of checks so he could get it as an anniversary present for the promise ring and some shit. And in that instance, your film is not a piece of art that is affixed to a bookshelf that's behind me for window dressing of, yes, this was a fine vintage. I remember when I watched this film when it was first released. I had opinions of it, but then I thought about it. Then I realized, no. It's okay. Which ones can I afford? That one. Fuck. I definitely can't afford that one. That's fucking crazy. And look at that shit. It's fucking gaudy. They wouldn't like that. It's window shopping. Your product failed to entice me. Therefore, I don't have to watch it. Period.
Plus,
there is no explanation.
Yeah, and plus, I think Netflix knew what they were doing advertising it like this. They knew that
absolutely.
They want their money. They knew that people like pedos were gonna get their wallets the fuck out for this shit. Otherwise, they would have used the Sundance poster and made it easy on themselves and saved some money.
Wallets out, cocks out. They knew what it was all about.
Take one look at something and we think we know it in its entirety, but we just don't. And what I think is really sad is that there's 300,000 people that have signed a petition to get Cuties taken off of Netflix.
It's a fucking petition. Petitions are just expressions of emotion. That's all they are. They don't really do shit. So I don't know what people signed a petition. It's just a fucking petition. They don't do shit. I bet you in any other fucking video she would be talking shit about, you signed a petition, you know they don't do nothing, right? In any other video, she'd be talking shit.
Guys, you took that much energy and that much anger and you actually put it towards signing petitions that are actually helping kids instead of trying to shut down a film that's spreading a message. And I think people just need to take a step back and see the movie for what...
Don't you think they are trying to save kids? Like, because people are, like, really on Hollywood's ass about child endangerment and, like, pedophilia and all that shit. Don't you think the result of that is people getting mad at this movie and seeing that in the same vein as children being abused in the rest of Hollywood? Fucking hello! Hello! Oh, god damn it. Son of a bitch.
And I think we just need to take a step back and see the movie for what it is before they pass judgment.
Fuel.
So yeah, that's just my opinion. I would love the movie.
It's only a 3-minute video. It's a 3-minute fucking video where she just says, no child sexualization because black woman. And she's talking shit about how she's a Republican in the fucking comments section. And you were like, I don't buy that for a minute. Girl, you lying.
I'm fucking losing it at the pedal fuel. Oh my god.
Listen to this shit. Like, listen to somebody left this comment in her comment section, and she replied. Here's what this person said: "Your points are extremely flawed. You cannot just do something shitty and make the excuse that is to show something shitty. I can't just beat the shit out of puppies for an hour and a half and then turn to the camera and say, oh yeah, that's bad, by the way, and claim that my entire message was to show how hurting animals is wrong. This movie spends an hour and a half of sexually exploiting children. The message it's trying to send gets completely lost when you realize that it's doing that. This movie is disgusting, period." And then here's what she says. She's like, "I get that, I really do, but you are actively calling out and but are you actively calling out and boycotting TikTok? People want TikTok banned. People want Trump to ban TikTok. Why the fuck do you think that is? People have been calling out pedos on TikTok since it was Musically. Where the fuck you been at? I can look that shit up right now. And to see there's nothing but fucking YouTube commentators talking about how TikTok is riddled with pedos. You late, bitch. Keep up. You late.
Like,
you like 3 years. Yeah, you 3 years too late. Because TikTok and all their social... What?
How fucking long ago was it that they fucking called out the butt A? How fucking long ago was that? Was that a whole year now?
I think that was 2018. Wait, hold on. Let me check. I can just check YouTube and just type in the butt A and see how, like, the oldest fucking compilation video or whatever. I can't believe I still got 600 people watching this shit. I think, if that's accurate.
At this point, they're really more concerned about the funny black man and how close he is to a mental breakdown.
Okay, let's see. Jay Aubrey did his video on now. Yeah, this was 2000. Yeah, this was late 2018 when this happened.
Hell yeah, it was. Hell yeah, it was. I remember like yesterday. Oh, I was so disgusted. That's why I never used that fucking app. It's just not worth it.
Yep.
I would rather take videos of myself on Instagram than fucking use that goddamn app.
All right, let's see what else she fucking says. Because TikTok and all their social media and TV shows are worse, and this movie is critiquing that. No, it doesn't. It does not do it well. They do not show, like, they don't go in depth with this shit. They don't show grooming. They don't show no shit like that. Because that's what they don't show older guys contacting them on social media, sending them messages. They don't get in depth with that. That's a fucking lie. If I ever heard one, it's sounding the alarm that something has to change because shows like Dance Moms and Toddlers and Tiaras. Is Toddlers and Tiaras even on the fucking air anymore? I thought that shit got canceled.
I don't think so. I'm not. They have probably had something akin to it in the same vein to keep it going, because that's just how the TLC rolls. Those guys, they know exactly how to keep themselves in fucking business.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, people, like most mild-mannered people, watch Toddlers and Tiaras not because they like seeing kids shake their ass. They like seeing the kids. They like seeing the parents act like assholes, and they know full well it's wrong. But they like seeing Well, go ahead.
It's like the same reason people would watch MTV to watch Teen Mom, or why people would watch Bridezilla, or 90 Day Fiance,
or a car crash.
Or a car crash, or live leak videos. It's like, bitch, we know why we're here. Let's get to the money shot. Come on, keep that bitch rolling. Keep it steady, keep it rolling, and don't you move that fucker.
Yeah, people don't watch it because they fucking condone it. They watch it because they need to know this shit happens. And like they're surprised this shit happens. And underneath they are definitely fucking disgusted by it. Ever since that John Benet Ramsey shit, people have not been on board with child pageants.
It's just something weird about it to force your child to have to be in the face of people and prepare themselves mentally for just being on presentation all the time.
Yeah.
Even that much fucks with your head. Because now you have to imagine somebody's watching you at all times.
Yeah. Oh shit, excuse me. Politicians are using this movie to politicize and polarize the country before elections by purposely marketing the movie the way they did. What?
What?
Let
What?
me
No.
repeat that. I'm
no.
gonna repeat that.
Whoa.
Let me repeat that.
Whoa.
Let me repeat that. Politicians are using this movie to politicize and polarize this country before elections by purposely marketing the movie the way they did. And I'm a Republican.
There's just there is so much wrong in the sentence that to even begin unpacking that requires a briefcase, some chewing gum, and a brisket. Because I would be here for an hour. I'm just gonna leave it at they're fucking retarded, and both Republicans and Democrats, and most notably, was it Ted Cruz? I think it was Ted Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
Coming together to investigate it and
Mm-hmm.
also to follow up together to figure out what the fuck is going on there.
Yeah, I mean this shit will open up like cuz of course filmmakers and shit who partake in sex trafficking and sex cults and all that shit with kids involving kids, they're going to be running scared when they see this shit. When they see Ted Cruz is investigating their set. So if they suspect any wrongdoing. So the fact she said, well, this is just like to divide the country. We need to talk about sexualization on TikTok, not like, actually investigate Hollywood for this child's sexualization that they actually fucking partake in. You a dumbass.
Mm-hmm.
You a dumbass.
What's worse than that is that if they really wanted to go with the angle of, oh, this film is being politicized to attack people. Oh, I'm sorry. You're telling me that's not what the riots were doing. Oh, there's no violence at all? Why is that courthouse on fire? Just, ooh.
Yeah, she
That doesn't even rile me up funny. That just pisses me off.
And she goes on to say, yes, the kids in the movie are dancing, but instead of acting like this one movie is the problem, examine real life a little closer. We've all become complacent, and this movie is invoking the opposite reaction in people. That's the point. Anyway, man, fuck, I accidentally closed it. Anyway, man, I watched your video on the topic, and I respect your view on the matter. Oh.
Now what an attitude like that, you know, bitch.
Okay, let me see
Just,
this. Yeah, just a bunch of Alright, let's see if I can find any other videos defending this garbage. I want to go to this black dude's video. I was gonna talk shit about this one. He, like I said, he reviewed the trailer when it came out and said it doesn't look that bad. Like, come on. And this person is like, the Netflix film Cuties is not as bad as people think. Grim Hades Cuties is not bad, and here's why. Netflix is just really messed up. But then again, this is when the trailer came out. But like, why the fuck you commenting on the whole movie? Like, I'm sure these are probably the same people like, why are you commenting on the movie before it even comes out? But then you're saying it's not that bad before it comes out. So like, consistency, bitch. If I gotta keep my mouth shut before the movie comes out, you gotta keep yours shut. But like, it's only when people are negative, it's when people hold themselves to that standard. When someone's being negative. But when you're being positive, oh, well, you can say whatever the fuck you want. Damn, I only found like a few positive ones. Like, after the few positive ones, it's like, it just like thins out into all the negative shit. Okay, let me go back to that black dude's video, because I haven't seen it yet, and I've been wanting to really watch it. Because he's just belligerent throughout the whole thing. Rewinds.
So if you have clicked on this, you may have heard of the Netflix movie Cuties that is coming soon to
Oh shit.
you.
Did you want to check this out too?
Yeah.
Yeah, put this in the thing. I totally forgot this goddamn thing was open.
So if you have clicked, you may have heard of the Netflix movie Cuties that is coming soon to So clever. But hey, you might have. There's been like on Twitter. I've been on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, I've actually been vocal about this. A lot of people have been vocal about this. But there's this new movie called Cuties that's coming out, and people are saying it's sexualizing minors and stuff like that. I am gonna stick my neck out and defend all of these.
And it's not even like it's comically bad. Kind of like it's. Oh shit. Oh, you could probably roast me for about 4 hours on how shit my things are. I have an excuse. I'm poor.
Dude, this is talk about this topic are like mostly like
It feels like he's doing it on purpose.
And they,
Like there's someone behind him, like egging him on, like, "Yeah, say this, motherfucker."
Yeah, it's like he knows what he's saying is what he's editing it in is like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Come on. Yeah. Come on.
They feel like there's no room to defend this. But as technically a minor still, I'm almost adult to be honest. So to be honest, like I better watch my back. But like to be honest, I'm gonna be breaking down. Hey, this Minecraft poster is just so out of whack, bro. I need to put more anime posters over here. But
You got ADD. Get to the fucking
yeah,
point.
we're gonna be talking about this Netflix movie. It's not as bad as you
This
might.
nigga's more supposed to be.
For one thing, this is what they keep doing this shit. Don't say, "Oh, it's not as bad as people think it." The movie's not as bad as people think it is. This is just the trailer. This is not the movie. If I can't talk shit about how bad the movie is before it comes out, you can't say how good it is before it comes out. Fucking stop that shit.
But I saw a trailer and all of that stuff. But I'm just gonna warn you real quick. This video is about to get very bad quality. I'm about to like do a reaction. I thought I would have less time to edit this, but I absolutely have enough time. I got a nice thumbnail in there. I might put a little bit more editing in there if I have time. But hey, this video call is about to get very bad, so I'm warning you. But the Netflix, I'll just give a quick recap.
Your camera's about to fall because I can see your popcorn ceiling.
Whole bad quality thing. I'll just give it to you. So a lot of people are saying it's sexualizing minors. It is kind of the point of it to kind of put that out there, but as I explained in the video, if you read the review of the movie, the biggest problem I have is that people are judging this without actually watching the movie.
You just said it wasn't that bad. You judged it before it even came out. Shut up. Buckley.
I've read multiple reviews on the movie. I personally, I'll be honest, I haven't watched the movie either. But I think, honestly, like, we should watch the movie before we judge it. Because this is a...
Watch it like 5 dozen
festival,
times,
like,
maybe.
selection, like, high-rated movie. Like,
Buy
I'm
merchandise
really
of it.
to, like,
Get a tattoo of me.
But yeah,
right
the
on
biggest
your
problem I have
ass.
about it is that people are just dive bombing the ratings on IMDb, and like it's pretty obviously they didn't watch it because like this movie's been like out for like it hasn't been out, but like it's been able like people have been able to watch it.
I know you've been watching that trailer back to back because I can see that cum stain on the fucking ceiling.
January. But all these reviews are coming like 24 hours after like the trailer came out, and like it's not even available to watch on Netflix yet, I'm pretty sure. So like yeah, it doesn't come out until like September 9th. That's what it said on the thing. So like these people are just like not even watching the movie, and they're like,
have you motherfuckers, do you motherfuckers understand the concept of advertisements? When you see, because a movie, like everything else, is a product. And the trailer is the advertisement for said product. So if the advertisement of said product is shit, people are going to think the product is shit. Period. And people will make up their minds off that. That's something you're going to have to fucking accept. It's something you got to deal with. Now, in this case, the fucking product and the ad is shit. So people don't have to partake in it at all. It's like, do you think people advertising kitty porn on the dark web? Do you think people are gonna just like? You think people should just? Oh well, you haven't seen the kitty porn yet. It could be like of high quality. They spent they spent a lot of time on it. Like it'd be unfair not to like watch the whole thing. Like get fucked.
oh man, I already know what it's going to be about. Which I mean, you should probably watch it as I will. But you should probably watch it before we make this bigger discussion. I saw like petitions to take it down because it promotes child pornography. The reviews I read did not say that.
Did you just use air quotes?
Let's all watch it.
He said child pornography. Oh god.
Child pornography. I don't want to roast him for his speech patterns. I don't.
I will.
I
will.
really
Shit.
don't.
Child poor nigga pee. Poor nigga pee.
Make these outrageous claims. So yeah, enjoy my reaction. That's very bad quality, and hopefully you guys will like it. The movie Cuties is not what you think it is.
Oh,
Alright,
shit,
this
it
is probably
was
gonna be my
not
worst
so big.
edited video. There's probably like no editing. Like, you can see the quality. Like, I'm really like in between stuff right now.
Dude, who
Oh,
you need to learn how to edit, bro. Like, this is not even necessary right here. Just download the fucking video, or at least crop this out. What are you doing?
I'm probably not gonna be edit the video.
This
but I would be
sounds like
defending
I
this movie
look.
Cuties.
Don't sell yourself short like that.
That's gone viral on Twitter since it's like just been announced that they will be airing on Netflix. So I'm just gonna be trying to explain like this movie is probably not what you think it is, and that we probably shouldn't be judging it before it actually like releases. Like once the movie releases, if it's still as bad as you think, I think then yeah, I think the complaining is fine, but not yet. I think it's too early to judge, especially if most of these people have not seen the movie.
The film is here. It's dog shit. Am I allowed to still have my opinion? Am I validated? Do I get
This is just the most like recent, most viewed criticism of the movie. So I'm just gonna be breaking down my opinion on it and saying like why I think that we're kind of too like soon to judge the movie. I hope I don't get too many dislikes on this, but I don't know. Like if I get a lot of dislikes, it'll probably be good for me because I don't really get that many views. So let's just see how this turns out.
Oh, mask off!
Oh,
mask off!
Okay. I appreciate the honesty.
The downvotes would be really good for my channel. Like, oh, you shouldn't have said that, dude. Now you don't seem genuine at all. Even though I think I still think he is, because I think he's just kind of sheltered and just doesn't get it.
Yes.
I've heard this guy before.
Oh, he's watching Geeks and Gamers video.
Boy, no, I'm not.
Jeremy!
Disgusting, and any logical, non-thinking human being is going to think exactly like me in this situation.
I would like to say I'm pretty logical. I don't know if I think.
All right, whatever you
normally,
want
but like, hey, I'm gonna have to disagree. I'm probably gonna disagree with this guy. So, let's just let's just see how this goes.
But Netflix has recently just announced a new movie titled Cuties.
Yeah.
Now, what is the movie Cuties about? The movie Cuties, and I continue to put that in quotation marks because it's very, very important to emphasize what they're titling this. What is the movie Cuties about? It is centered around an 11-year-old girl.
It is.
Who is into twerking.
Yeah.
This is a real movie.
Yeah. I never said the movie was good. Just that it's just like it's probably not going down the route you might think it is.
I noticed that the movie was.
Wait, is it a Netflix original?
That's a sentence that came out of his mouth. I noticed the movie was good. Film hasn't even out. I noticed it was good. Oh, there goes the other one. I better take out these contacts. Excuse me before I blind myself.
No, I know that like, it was like, I don't know if it's produced exactly. I know Netflix has the licensing rights. I'm not sure if it was specifically produced by Netflix.
Specifically? No, and it wasn't produced by them. They just have the licensing rights.
To double check that, but like I wouldn't be surprised. I guess I don't know. It might be. No, it might be. It might be produced by Netflix.
No,
I have to research that.
And it is disgusting. We continue to hear these stories about people in Hollywood, and they continue to be dismissed as conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
We hear the stories about Tom Hanks and others, and while I'm not saying it's true, what I'm saying is when we continue to hear about these rumors and these stories, and the mainstream continues to dismiss those stories, then we get something like this which is blatantly sexualizing 11-year-old children, 11-year-old girls, it stops and it makes you wonder.
Yeah, that's true. I like to address some points that this guy made. He said that like he's kind of implying that like a lot of the people in like Hollywood are like pedophile. Well, maybe he's not saying a lot of people, but I know people that work in Hollywood. I know people that greenlight shows like this. I'm trying to be a television.
Wait, hold up, what?
I press X to doubt.
You a lying ass nigga.
The people in like Hollywood like pedophile. Well, maybe he's not saying a lot of people, but I know people that work in Hollywood. I know people that greenlight shows like this. I'm trying to be a television executive myself. I'm trying to go into this film industry. They're not all pedophiles. That is really a big exaggeration.
They're not gonna tell you, motherfucker. They're not pedophiles. Like, not from what I've seen. Well, then you're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it, my nig. They're not all pedophiles. Well, yeah, naturally, it's like, yeah, not all people, not all this group is, you know, is this terrible thing right here. But at the same time, it's like, you can't just say that. You can't just, like, they're not all, they're not, like, he just sounds brain dead.
I mean, Dan, Harvey Weinstein, those are really bad people, but
I'm just
people, but that really doesn't like reflect the entire industry. Those are like 2 people, maybe like you could probably name 5 people. You could probably name 5 people that are pedophiles in the film industry, but that's just like a very small percentage. Like, and the fact that they're like famous, like they make big shows, so of course you're going to hear about their stories. Like, let's say like teachers, for example. Like, all teachers aren't pedophiles. Are there pedophile teachers? Probably. You know, like, it's like, but a teacher's not going to like get the recognition as like Harvey Weinstein or Dan Snyder. So it's just like, it's like one of those things. It's not some underground conspiracy to like teachers aren't pedophiles. Are there pedophile teachers? Probably. It's like, but a teacher's not going to like get the recognition as like Harvey Weinstein or Dan Snyder. So it's just like,
What the fuck did he mean by that?
It's not some underground.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell he meant by that. Like, a pedophile teacher's not going to get the same recognition as Harvey Weinstein. I guess it means it's not going to make national news like Harvey Weinstein. I guess that's what he means.
Underground conspiracy to like, I don't know. I'm not sure what people think sometimes, but like, yeah, it's not as bad as like the internet would think it is.
More substance to these conspiracy theories that I continue to hear about.
Yeah.
Here we are over on Twitter. I'm going to give a shout out to Krista Nova, who's part of our Geeks and Gamers team. She's the reason that I'm even aware of this.
Oh yeah, look at the dislike ratio on this.
On her channel.
It's huge.
She's going to do a live stream. She's not sure, but
Okay, when you gonna watch the fucking trailer? Fuck this shit.
I've seen this movie to like judge it, and especially like I've read some of the like entire story plot. It's not as bad. The ending, the way it ends, is actually kind of like saying like this stuff that these girls are doing are kind of wrong, are like they shouldn't really be engaging in this stuff. At least that's what's happened from the reviews that I've read personally. So like,
yet it's okay to greenlight a movie.
Come on, get to the trailer.
Over on YouTube, because I just heard about this.
I thought he was gonna review the trailer.
Oh man,
when the fuck you gonna do it?
Because of this, if you like, I learned about foreshadowing. Like, oh,
hang on, did he?
I mean, I could totally see why this. Watch the movie and see it.
I think it just goes on and on about Jeremy's video.
It's bad. Like, they're on your side. He probably hates cancel culture, but this is kind of culture, to be honest. Like, I mean, to be honest, I like cancel culture sometimes. Like, if someone says the N-word, I'm not buying their stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like.
Oh my God, he did.
Oh,
I thought he, because I swore he said he was gonna watch the trailer. What the fuck? Lying ass nigga.
It feels like
you ashy ass nigga.
It feels like one of those videos that we all have. You know, one of those early stage videos that we try to keep in the unlisteds. Maybe even the privates. Because we just watch it back later and we're like, holy shit, what the fuck was I thinking? And we just hide it.
Yeah. Ugh.
If anything, I applaud his confidence. He is a braver man than me.
I just hope eventually, because it's not going well for him. Like, it's 522 upvotes to 5,000 downvotes. It's not going well. I mean, he's got, like, I'm sure he's got this is probably the most views he's ever gotten. In fact, let me check his channel. I'm pretty sure, because he only has, like, 1,000 subscribers.
Mm.
Okay, wait, is this the same? This can't be the same video. Wait, it says right here, like, why the Cuties Netflix movie is actually genius, plus reading 1,000 hate comments.
Well, he got what he
wait
wanted.
Wait a minute. It says right here, why the Cuties Netflix, like, he says in the thumbnail, it says, you took the bait. Oh, God. And then, like, 5 days ago, it says, debate me live. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, my God. All right, let me see what this motherfucker has to say.
Yeah. Ooh, boy. Go for it.
Oh, like, you fucking... Like, that's not... How do people think, oh, I baited you. I only pretended to be a retard. Oh, I hate that shit. No way you read 1,000 hate comments in 25 minutes.
Last class I learned it was an allegory for the Cold War, specifically McCarthyism. This was when the U.S. government went like tirade looking for people that they thought were communists. Many people fell victim to this with little to no evidence.
Okay,
and it kind of went stuff right now, but I'll explain it later on the video if you're still here.
Oh, the fuck. My shit froze up on me. What the fuck?
Wow.
I gotta refresh. I gotta refresh my side because I'm totally frozen. I can hear it from your end.
Okay, hold on. Let me pause it. Oh, this motherfucker put in a fucking ticker. The best part of the video is at 13:21. I doubt that.
In this video, I will summarize my position on the topic of the Cuties movie and read every comment I received on the last video that I did on this topic. Every single last one. I know I'm sitting at over 1,000 comments right now, so this video might take a while. Also, something that's pissing me off a little bit is that people say I'm deleting comments. I swear I'm actually not. I'm actually not deleting comments. Like, people that, if somebody says that I'm deleting comments, they're actually lying. I will say though, this might have something to do with the automatic YouTube spam system. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with that, but this is a touchy subject. We're showing a lot of words around, so like it might have something to do with that, like, if you have something, a certain word, it might get automatically deleted by YouTube itself, not by me. I probably wouldn't even see it before it got deleted. I will say, though, even the pinned comment on my last video, I had to retype that again, because I think I had a word on there, and when I refreshed the page, and the first part that I'll be going over is when the mother or the aunt slaps the child across the face. People seem to be thinking that this is symbolizing Islamophobia, simply because the people that are doing it is...
Yeah, you're taking too long.
Popular complaint that I would like to address is the fact that it's rated TVMA. It's a problematic thing out of the entire film. Like, I can list hella movies that have minors starring in it that are rated R and TVMA. Like, we got the movie Kids from the 90s, we got 8th Grade, we have Good Boys, we have the Deadpool 2, we got Leon the Professional, Logan.
Wait, Deadpool 2? That's your fucking example? And Logan? Oh, God. It's rated TVMA. Like, you know, like, these movies are rated TVMA for, like, totally different reasons. Then, well, sorry, rated R because Okay, so that.
We need to bring back civics so people learn what debate means.
Yeah.
Because it's not gotchas over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't expect them to learn Latin words. That shit ain't happening. But you have to learn that a gotcha does not constitute an own. And an own is not repeating the same shit and hoping that it pisses somebody off. And then saying, well, I got you. It's just stupid. It is what I would call being a gay nerd. And in this scenario, as we've been explaining, being a gay nerd does not excuse the action of committing the gay nerdism.
Reporting me and a guy getting notification from YouTube.
sounds so level-headed. Oh, thank you. Are you dumb? No. 6'10" Misty's been defending Hollywood claiming that they don't do that. Not everybody in Hollywood does that.
That's his fucking
He's
excuse.
going to prison.
Not everybody in Hollywood does that, so, like, this movie is okay. Okay.
I don't think I do.
Not
Yeah.
everybody in the world eats pork, so it's okay if I eat pork. Justified. It's okay that not everybody in the world played The Last of Us Part 2. I played it, and I enjoyed it, so I guess that's fine. Acceptable. Not everybody in the world is a rapist, so rape is okay. Only if they're a pedophile.
All right, you know, I'm done with this shit now.
Yes. Oh my
'Cause-
god. Did we get to the good part, or did I already miss that?
Like, he's just streaming himself, reading comments live or whatever. Yeah.
Ooh. That is brutal. That is the most brutal experience.
Yeah, he's just too slow to roast. He'll fucking get it one day.
One day we'll be back. I'll be back for you. Your hairline, your hat, your eyebrows, your lips, your nose, and then your top hair.
Oh,
Because I'll add it to my afro. I'll create the mega af.
Where is
Was there
the
any-
thing?
Oh, here's the take. Do you want to go through that review from the one dude who was like out and out saying, yes, it's porn?
You know what?
But
Like,
it's-
that shit was like, I can't even roast it because it would legitimately just make me angry. That one. Other people like just having stupid takes. That's whatever. But like him like legit coming out and saying like that he got a boner off a child. Like, nah. Plus, I'm still not sure if he's fucking trolling or not.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I just have no clue. All right, I'm gonna cut off the stream. The stream, at least, I'm gonna cut off. I don't know about our convo or our bonding or whatever, but the stream's gonna cut off right here because we're already like, what, an hour and a half? Not an hour and a half. No, yeah, like an hour and a half over what I'm supposed to be doing. So,
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. I'm sorry, like the fucking internet was going in and out. It was so aggravating. But I think we got a nice chunk of the stream going. I think we got at least like 3 hours, or like 2.5 at least, of like free, like clean content.
Yes.
So,
yes.
yeah. So good night, you guys, and thank you for coming around. Like the donation I got was nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for suffering through this more Cuties bullshit.